And we are live. And we are live.
Salam alaikum with magic and salutations to all. I am Minjeli Ba'u your host for this shadow rotation, February 24 February 2024, for the full bare moon live reading, day 2 of the Imperial and Imperial Executive Missions for the Imperial Royal Office for His-Imperial-Majesty. Our moderator for today is Nanya Shujar, and we begin with the reading of our pledge. Begin all acts, breathing and thinking, by saying Kalum, all, by way of the infinity flame of the dwellers enthroned in the flower of fire, by way of a universal traveler, dweller-emperor, Samhu, a mini-ray, quote, a Deloyi, end quote. Zen Uru, smiley face. Pledge of the Imperial and Imperial Royal flags for the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of United States, small s, full color. As I stand beneath our sacred Imperial and Imperial Royal flags, I vow loyalty and obedience as I watch them fly. To the imperial laws of our Imperial and Imperial Constitution that governs our Imperial and Imperial Royal Empire. To this cause, I hold my head up high. With honor, I pledge to protect and defend all within the Imperial and Imperial Royal Kingdom, both family and friend, ! To ensure that all have their equal rights. To this cause, I will lay down my very life. As I stand beneath our sacred Imperial and Imperial Royal and national flags, I vow loyalty, sincerity, and integrity with zeal. As I will, so mote it be. Chant the enchantment, and it is done. Chant the enchantment, and it is done. Chant the enchantment, and it is done. Ashe, so be it, so it is. It definitely shall be. Quote, Zen Uru, and power we shall have, end quote. Thank you. Yeesh. Smiley face. Know thyself. Smiley face. On behalf of the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of United States, quote, the oldest independent, autonomous-autochthon nation on earth, end quote. We welcome and thank you all for joining us this shadow rotation. This shadow, we will continue with the reading of our history and the meaning of the full bare moon. Then we will highlight and present earthly and galactical signatures that occurred and are occurring in the month of February, which are in alignment with the emergence of the ECMYE-IRKR. We will pause after each slide for questions and answers. At the conclusion of questions and answers, we will move into the second phase of our presentation with the reading of the Imperial and Imperial-Executive Missions of the IIOHEM-IRK. Please be certain to note your questions, comments, accolades, and concerns to be addressed during those designated times. Therefore, we ask that you adhere to the following house rules. Point 1, we ask that you keep your mics muted and videos off. Next point, we ask that you speak clearly and respectfully when addressing His-Imperial-Majesty, full code. Next point, for those logged into Zoom, we ask that you use the raise hand feature and wait for the host or moderator to call your appellation, your name, prior to speaking. Next point, please state your appellation, your name, clearly before asking your question. Next point, please limit your questions to a maximum of 2, as to allow for others to present their questions. And lastly, please focus on the subject at hand. Thank you in advance for your attention and cooperation. And now, I have the honor, the privilege, and the pleasure to introduce to you His-Imperial Majesty Samhu Amini-Ray, quote, Delo Yi, end quote. Salam alaikum with magic, Emperor.
Eesh, salam alaikum, man. I say you caught me off guard, but cool. What's up?
How you doing,
ready?
Emperor? Yes, we're ready.
I'm better, man.
Okay.
I'm anointed now. I'm good. Huh?
You sound good. You're looking good.
better. I ain't going nowhere.
You going nowhere?
You good?
Yes, I'm good, Emperor. Thank you.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Everybody out there good?
Salam alaikum, Matthew.
Salam alaikum, magic.
Salam alaikum with magic.
All right, y'all sound good. All right, cool. Let's have a good show. All right. Yeesh.
Imperial IMO Tip University. In your Yamashik language, Imperial IMO Tip University. Full Bear Moon live presentation, 1700 in parentheses 5 p.m. to 2000 in parentheses 8 p.m. EST on 23, 24, 25 February 2024. Next slide, please. All right. So here we will, okay, I can do this. The incarnation of Samhu on Ta Mother Earth as his Imperial Majesty, full colon space in parentheses, all cap, H.E.M. colon, decrees and grants all nominationals and non-executive directors, in parentheses, NEDs, who are skilled and qualified, delegated authority to operate the sovereign venue, to advance the modalities of commerce and cultural delegations for the properly formed and operational republic form of government known as the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic or the country of United States, small s. Today, and for the next 2 more days, we will celebrate the full bare moon by continuing to get into the significance of the full bare moon and visiting the occurrences that took place in the month of February. Next, we will bring you the reading of the Imperial and Imperial executive missions for the IRO, HEM, all cap, and ECMYE-IRKR, all cap. Sit back and enjoy the ride.
All right, let me help you out here. You said I can do this. You cracked me up. Well, it's today and tomorrow now. Let's get that straight. I don't think this guy. What was I missing on this yesterday? Who explained this? Cuddy, you explained this a little bit yesterday. Come on, Imperial Minister. About the NEDs, EDs, to give a little better understanding of what we're talking about here.
Salam alaikum. Magic. Yes, and speaking about the NEDs, one of the main things us emerging our state is to have skilled people behind positions to run it. So many NAMA are being schooled and trained as we speak, but we definitely need more trained and skilled. So NEDs are those that, just like if you were going to any place and get contracted to do a job, there are many professionals that are required to run this ship. So those will be the NEDs that are spoken of in this particular paragraph. You know, as we continue to map out and model out our projects, we detail which NEDs are required. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. All right. Let me help you out a little bit more. All right, so you got non-executive directors, and then you got non-directors. All right, so let's look at the court. If you are an attorney in America, and you are seeking to come in and help run the ship, where you'll come in and you will bring them skills to work in that department of the government as a clerk, transferring your esquire to a IEC normal lawyer status, elevating up to be a judge on this term, NEDs, to come in and assist in running the ship. Banks, say you're a secretary at a bank, you already know how to run a bank. Where we have positions to help move your state. Now, what skills? Well, some say, well, I ain't been all that to be able to be skilled to get on the ship. What skills do you got? You know how to be a secretariat? You know how to follow instructions? You know how to write contracts? What have you done? You had to do something. You're getting a check every week. You got certificates. You didn't go to school. You got a diploma with them. What are you? I mean, because just to come over and say you want to get on a ship because it's on the ship kicking, a real ship, I mean, that's fine and good, but where you going to sit? Because the other numbers not going to hold you up if you can't sit on the ship. Everybody got to stand on it. So where you going to work? If you got a resume that you can create a job, I ain't got no problem creating it for you. As long as it's helping move the ship. So, you know, so your qualifications where you been and study and school and just making common sense out of it, you got, you know, you got a sovereign state. So if you look at any other state out there on the market, they got every office you need to run that state. Same thing here. If we don't have it, we can create it. So it doesn't matter if you got that experience. If you don't got experience, and well, you got to wait till the nominations open up the university, or we open up by nationality where you can come in and go through schooling, so we can help train you speed reading or whatever, so you can get a job if you ain't got nothing that we need at its present. Because just sitting on the ship, slowing the ship down because you won't be on the ship. You got aspirations. I got the spirit to get on it, but my soul is weak. You know, it's simple stuff to me. You know, I said it over and over again. You got an email address. Send what you got in. You know, it's a state. You want to be a part of the state. It's a live ship. Okay, where it is, wherever you been. If you said worked as a secretary for 10 years at this job, okay, well, you got skills. 5 years, 3 years, you know. What have you done? So that's the NEDs and NDs. That's people that got resumes or what we call it, y'all?
CVs.
CVs. CVs that so you can come and help move the ship. And you know, and that's a contract. That's you contract not do the work. But you got to understand who we are to do the work of the state. So the main thing you got to understand how to read and what we're doing, and you can move the ship. Now, did I help CMYE-IRK, Imperial Minister out?
Yes.
To get that straight on all levels with this NED stuff we talking about here?
Yes, Emperor.
Indeed.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Same thing.
All right, I yield back to the floor.
All right. Gratitude for that, Emperor. Next slide, please. Unless there are, yeah, there. Who is the incarnation of Samhu on Ta-Mother Earth? Question mark. All right. Let me see if I can pull this up. This is quite small. Make an effort to pull this up. One second here. My technical team will pull up, make it a little larger. Okay.
What were you saying, Virginia?
I had to pull it up on my screen exactly what you had on yours to make sure I have it because it's too small for me to read on that screen. So I am pulling up on mine. I have it now.
Oh,
Okay.
you all right?
Yeah, I'm good now. I have it now, Emperor. All right, starting with the top of the banner. Top right corner, we have the absolute royal sovereign dash emperors, imperial and imperial royal flag. We'll call it. And to the left of that, we have the imperial royal office for his dash imperial dash majesty for the imperial CMYE-IRK Republic Great Flag. And to the left of that, we have the Mir-Moor 48-Star of Peace, Full Faith and Sovereign Gold Credit Great Flag. We'll call it. And to the left of that, we have the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic or the country of United States, small s, national, small n, flag. We'll call it. Okay. The Imperial Royal House of Tunica-Thunderfire and underscore the Imperial Royal House of Samson L-Samhu-Ray, herewith underscore ordained by decree and declared active and in quote force the Imperial Royal Office for his Imperial Majesty, effective date 31 August 2023, / notice of appointment, in parentheses, amendment, quote, retroactive to 1 August 2023 to 1 July 2023 to 28 June 2023, end quote, and underscore the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic or the country of United States, small s, effective date 28 June 2023, quote, retroactive to effective date 8 January 2023, in parentheses, Imperial and Imperial Royal Diplomatic Decree, to effective date 21 June 2022, in parentheses, Royal Public Notice and Royal Press Release to the world. 2, effective date 18 March 2022, in parentheses, Imperial motu proprio / official royal decree public notice to the world, end quote. In harmony with the be it decree equity contracts underscore full colon space Emperor's Directive -0004 capital Z lowercase a / Imperial Constitution of the Imperial Royal Kingdom, in parentheses, all cap ECIRK. Via Emperor's Directive -0004 capital Z, effective dates for April 2014 per 3 April 2013 / Imperial Constitution of the Continental Merged Yamasee Empire, in parentheses, all cap ICCMYE, colon space 2 Emperor's Directive -0003 capital Z, colon space, notification of diplomatic arrival, notice of apostille, and official act of state. Effective date 11 February 2004, correction, / United States of America, State Department, in parentheses, minor. Correction, let's get back to this. Effective date 9 April 2009, to Emperor's Directive -0001, in parentheses, all cap CMYE, USA small u / USA all cap, full colon space, effective date 18 July 2007, to effective date 4 March 2004, / claim of the life, in parentheses, all cap CL, to effective date 11 February 2004, / United States of America State Department, in parentheses, minor, apostille verification numbers, colon space, 040-10010 and underscore 040-10010-1, colon space. to the aegis underscore of the Treaty of Berne and underscore Constitution of the Universal Postal Union. Effective date 30 September 2003. Quote, retroactive to 9 October 1874, end quote, colon space, to effective date 20 June 2003, slash, the state of Georgia, in parentheses, major, dash apostille verification number, colon space, 5604, capital B, USA, all cap, colon space, to effective date 13 June 2003, in parentheses, ECMYE-IRKR, nationality, dash YM, all cap, colon space, to effective date 9 May 2003, in parentheses, Washita-IRKR, nationality, dash YM, all cap, colon space, pursuant to, underscore, quote, sovereign state, end quote. The Yamasee Native American government via, underscore, Mount, quote, Ararat Embassy, dash UN, all cap, colon space, 208-1992, USA, small u, slash USA, all cap. Effective date, 19 June 2003, colon space, in harmony with, underscore, the, quote, sovereign state, end quote, United Washita de Demania, dash UN, all cap, colon space, 215-1993, USA, small u, slash USA, all cap. Effective date, 20 March 2003, colon space, 2, effective date, 28 January 1837, slash, Treaty of September 16, 1836, colon space, pursuant to, underscore, the Constitution for, underscore, the United, small u, States of America, USA, small u, effective date, 17 September 1787, colon space, 2, Treaty of Peace and Friendship, effective date, 18 July 1787, quote, retroactive to 23 June 1786, end quote, full colon space, to the treaties of Utrecht, effective year 1713, colon space, to the beginning of recorded history, slash our dash story, as recorded in the stones at Waxington, just off the Yucatan Peninsula, and underscore, into the future in perpetuity ad infinitum, semicolon, straight dash straight. Yeesh, colon space, smiley face. Nunc pro tunc, in Yamasic language and hieroglyphs, nunc pro tunc. Imperial office for His dash Imperial dash Majesty presents underscore Imperial and Imperial crowns. His dash Imperial and Imperial dash Majesty, colon space, Emperor, colon space, Samhu, a mini dash Ray, quote, a Delo Yi, end quote, semicolon. Khufu dash Renu dash Zadok, Samson dash L, Protector. 8 Marquis de Maison Rouge, full colon space, Thunder dash Fire, slash King Louis XX, semicolon. Sovereign Crown, all cap, Prince, full colon, space, Darius Zadok, quote, Divine Royal Blood, end quote. Hereafter, underscore, all cap, H.E.M. full colon space, Emperor, colon space, Samhu, a mini dash Ray, quote, a Delo Yi, end quote. Smiley face. Ipso jure, ipso facto, interregnum, de jure allodium, jus soli, jus en ius hereditatis, jus en ius gladi, jus en ius honorum, jus en ius impera, jus en ius majestatis. In solo proprio for the underscore country of United Space, correction, space dash states, small s slash Imperial Moorish Al Moroccan, in parentheses, of Mexican Empire, semicolon. Via His Imperial Majesty's Royal Post, semicolon, pursuant to, underscore, the Continental Moorish Yamasee Empire dash Imperial Royal Kingdom. Henceforth, underscore, the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of United Space dash States, small s. Head of State and missions for the Imperial Royal Office for His dash Imperial dash Majesty, exercising plenary civil power upon the land, USA, small u, per underscore the organic American states of the Union known underscore as the United States of America, in parentheses, major, USA, small u, including underscore dash small s supreme authority, imperial and imperial territorial sovereignty, dominion, imperial and imperial land rights, imperial treaty rights, imperial and imperial constitutional rights, autonomy rights, imperial equity and heritage rights, allodium estate rights, imperial white privileges, venue, amity, commerce, navigation, imperial small t / capital T treaty rights, full faith and sovereign gold credit, Westphalian sovereignty, foreign sovereign immunities, jurisdictional immunities of the state, diplomatic immunities, and all constructive agreements of intent in matters relating to the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic or the country of United States, small s, internal, local, and international affairs for the Imperial and Imperial Royal Crown executive powers via the Imperial Royal Office for his Imperial Majesty effective date 14 February 2024. In parentheses, notice of accession for the IRO, AGM, all cap, and ECMYE-IRKR / IMYRS, all cap. File numbers, : all cap, NOARAD / 2024-00000001, semicolon, space, all cap, NOAVCLT -00000002, space, all cap, NOACRA, CRTAP -00000003, semicolon, space, all cap, NOAC -00000004. 2. Imperial and Imperial executive missions. Effective date 3 December 2023. 2. Notification of appointment. In parentheses, amendment. Effective date 31 August 2023. Quote, retroactive to Imperial and Imperial Royal Diplomatic Decree. Effective date 8 January 2023. 2. Effective date 21 June 2022. In parentheses, Royal Public Notice and Royal Press Release to the world. 2. Effective date 18 March 2022. In parentheses, Imperial motu proprio / official royal decree public notice to the world. End quote. Pursuant to the be it decree equity contracts full : Empress Directive -0004 capital Z lowercase a all cap ECIRK full : via Empress Directive -0004 capital Z effective dates 4 April 2014 per 3 April 2013 / all cap ICCMYE full : 2. Empress Directive -0003 capital Z. Notification of diplomatic arrival, notice of apostille and official act of state. Effective date 9 April 2009 : 2. Empress Directive -0001 capital Z / all cap CMYE. Effective date 18 July 2007 smiley face. Full : 2. Effective date 4 March 2004 / all cap CL. 2. Effective date 11 February 2004 United States of America State Department full : 2. Effective date 20 June 2003 the state of Georgia USA all cap full : 2. Effective date 13 June 2003 in parentheses ECMYE-IRKR nationality : 2. Effective date 9 May 2003 in parentheses Washita MIR nationality : 2. Effective date 28 January 1837 / Treaty of September 16, 1836 in harmony with quote, the Constitution for the United u States of America USA small u. Effective date 17 September 1787 per the trusteeship office of the Moorish Grand Vizier Chair for the ancient empire Al Morocco. Effective dates 4 March 1789 USA all cap and 18 July 1787 USA small u. Pursuant to treaty / ancient empire of Mexico in parentheses Al Morocco Effective date, 23 June, 1786. Code and space 2. Treatise of Utrecht. Effective year, 1713. Code and space 2. Effective year, 789. Slash Moore-Mur, full colon, end quote. 2. The beginning of recorded history slash our story as recorded in the stones at Washington, just off the Yucatan Peninsula, and underscore into the future in perpetuity ad infinitum, semicolon, Drake. Yeesh, full colon. Bio for his Imperial and Imperial Majesty, full colon space, Emperor, colon space, Samhu, a mini Ray, quote, a Delo Yi, end quote. Dated 16 February 2024 at 22:09.
Hey.
Yes.
That's a lot.
Oh, okay.
I went over that last night with everybody about a bio. You got any questions on this bio?
Wow. At this moment, none that comes to mind. Let's see if I can pull one though.
I got you.
Okay.
Protect the need to show the authority. Why such a need?
Say it again. Say it again, Joe.
The need to show such authority, your authority in your bio.
Oh. You got the authority to wake up the dead. So if you got the authority to wake up the dead, living in 2024, you got to show some kind of reference, right?
Right.
So, understanding the international law and rule law about absolute constitutional executive and where they got y'all at today with binding contracts that you don't understand. I'm the sovereign of the land. So you see this red flag up here, you got my crown on now, the royal crown. That's the Imperial royal flag. So you got both jurisdiction, Imperial and Imperial on that. So when this flag raised, you own everything. Okay. So you have to come and express yourself through a bio to who you is. Who, why, when, why, where, how much. You feel me? Because it's outside of their range of thinking. It's outside of their range of monarchy. It's outside their range of international law. It just, how can someone have this much authority? You feel me? So then you explain it in such short notice now, that's going to give a true seeker to go back and do your research. Some of these documents, of course, you can't get unless you're non-nationals, but it's already been done, appointment and stuff like that.
Right.
But majority, that's way beyond their mind anyway. Diplomatic arrival, you feel me? Notice of apostille. These things you got to show if you got a state. Because everything deals on a apostille authority based on, the UN international law. So you got apostille authority on your state and country. So you ain't put an apostille on anything you create or write from your state. Well, that's got the weight and the full faith and credit of all this you reading here. You feel me? So you got to, when whoever's out there on the market, when was that diplomatic arrival? You feel me? When did that announce itself? You know what I mean?
Right.
When they do act of state. You said he got a state. Where the state at then, right?
Right.
So that's why I had to come. It ain't, to me, it ain't hard. It's because I grew into it. You know, I'm walking small with a big stick. You feel me? You know.
Right.
So come on.
No, I was gonna say that would have been my next question. How hard was it? But then it's really where your mind was, because your mind is like, you know, out there, outside of everybody thinking. So
yeah, because I was taught at a young and on the early age, let people fire themselves. Mm. So that accountability, you accepting everything somebody bring to your ship. You know, that was a relief. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Not knowing who I am now, you know, having all them voices and leadership, you know, don't fully understand what we got, but know we got some real stuff. You feel me? Right. You know, so that will teach you. It meant jealousy and ego, and you know, it was a gift too with Chief being in the situation he was, because when you attempt to be their friend or whoever friend, you see how sly they is and how much, you know, how de facto or agent they are, because they don't see nothing. They don't see who you are. They just want to take what you got and think they can run over there to do this and that, do this and that, and don't understand. So you see that was a gift in a way. You feel me?
Right. You got to see truly who those people were. So,
exactly.
No slide off the back. Yeah, that's good.
You know, Moors, all that. You see all that. More science, all that. So, and now you know, now you revealing yourself and you immersing yourself on the world scene. And they ain't never, you know, people I ain't never heard of them. That's because ain't everybody gonna make the ship. You know, some gonna see me and don't see me anyway. So I'm not here for them. Okay, whoever that's gonna take that journey with them, good. You know, I'm here for it. You know, my day and my time to come to my seat is imminent. So if they can't understand that change comes with that, well, you ain't got to debate with them. You feel me? If they don't understand that change comes from that's outside of their government officials and all that around the world, you know, it ain't meant for them.
Like you said, you're not responsible for the acts of others, and it is healthy for me to do this.
Yes, exactly. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So, you know, so when you got these people saying they leaders and all this and that, it's time to give you a bio then. Who are they? Anybody can file a document at damn court, you know, in the recording service, but ask them where their venue is so they can find their own venue. You feel me?
Right, in their own recording. Right.
You feel me? So these questions you got to be able to equip. You know, ask people when they see stuff out there on the market where you see stuff on it. Come on, that's like dead knowledge. You feel me? Someone claiming to be a authority way up there in the ranking using UCC code. You feel me? Don't make sense. So y'all done grew up to that level and you continue growing. So we have these calls. So people, we moving the ship. And when we decide to open the door, we will. Because you see how big, you know, come on. Let's be reality.
Yeah, it's huge.
You're gonna need over. You're gonna need, you know, in the first, you're gonna need, you might well go, you're gonna need at least 100, won't use our number, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna need at least 135,000. You feel me? In the next 3 to 5 years. You feel me? They got, you know, you just you open up embassies around the world, consulate offices, bank, court, you know, and so you just open the door. And that's why the prophet say it comes small, right?
Right.
And he said it comes small, but the words in the mouth is true. And you grow from there. That's what we is. So a lot of people don't jump on the ship right now, okay. But you had that opportunity before. And you didn't jump. You know, so now, you know, things done shift to another level. And we, you know, outside of everybody on the ship thinking, they're watching it. And now you ready to set sail. So, You just need certain, and you can get it anyway. We just putting it out there, you know, to assist some folk out there on the market if they hear us. But regardless of whatever, when as the transfer come over and the guard come in, all of them jobs will be filled anyway. You feel me? Because they already training right now behind the scene.
Right.
You see, so we open the door a little bit as we keep moving, but eventually you ain't gonna need to know it. You got generals and stuff running them jobs. You feel me? So you give people the opportunity, and once the door closed, peace. See you in 26,000. You feel me?
Copy that. I
No, you know, that's what's been written, right?
That
So,
is correct.
That's it. So ain't no need
Fact.
debating. See you in 26.
Right.
You like that one, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you state your piece and you walk away, part of my back. You feel me? You see what
Where
it
with
is at the end. Cool.
See you in 26. See if you got time to burn some of that madness out of your ass. Because they came and gave you a portrayal of a royal family and a royalty, you know, and wrote all kind of stuff on how royal it doesn't. I'm like, it doesn't even make sense to me. If you're talking about a royal family,
Right.
now that you see your line, that's why they came in. They came in. What? You feel me?
Right.
You know, the glamour, all that's okay. That's what you want. You feel me?
But still, the disrespect. Yeah.
Well, they ain't no salvation in nothing they saying.
Right.
But they royalty. They ain't no salvation. If you royalty, you got salvation at the end of the life. You gotta give the people something. You gotta give your national, your citizens something. They ain't giving them nothing but a damn medal.
But see, only a royal would know that.
I know, right?
Only a royal would know that.
I'm
Everybody else just following what's being said. Only a royal would know that. Interesting, right?
Oh, I'm rewriting the whole script. You feel me?
Right. Like you say, is what you say. You're the royal. The truth. Yeah.
So I'll make sure everybody get enough, see what this battle is about. Now, everybody cool now?
Yes.
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 Cool.
Any more for me?
Nah, not concerning the bio.
All right.
Coach, you got the floor.
All right. Gratitude. Good questions. February 2024, terrestrial and celestial events. Next slide, please. All right. On February 2, 2024, 1848, space, the war between U.S., all cap, and Mexico ended with the signing of the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo in exchange for $15 million. The U.S., all cap, acquired the areas encompassing most of all parts of present-day California, Nevada, Utah, Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, Wyoming, and Texas. And to the left is a document in the executive session, Senate of the U.S., United States, dated Wednesday, February 23rd, 1848. It actually reads, the following message was received from the President of the United States by Mr. Walker, his secretary, full colon space, to the Senate of the United States, full colon. I lay before the Senate for their consideration and advice as to its ratification and treaty of peace and friendship, limits and settlement, signed at the city of Guadalupe Hidalgo on 2nd day of February, 1848, by all cap, N. P. Trist, T-R-I-S-T, Trist, on the part of the United States, and by the plenipotentiaries appointed for that purpose on the part of the Mexican government. I deem it to be my duty to state that the recall of Mr. Trist as Commissioner of the United States, of which Congress was informed in my annual message, was dictated by a brief that his continued presence with the Army could be productive and a correction could be productive of no good, but might do much harm by encouraging the delusive hopes and false impressions of the Mexicans, and that his recall would satisfy Mexico that the United States had no terms of peace more favorable to offer. Directions were given that any propositions for peace which Mexico might make should be received and translated by the commanding general of our forces to the United States. It was not expected that Mr. Trist would remain in Mexico or continue in the exercise of the functions of the office of commander after he received his letter of recall. He has, however, done so, and correction, he has, however, done so, and potentary of the government of Mexico, with a knowledge of the fact, have concluded with him this treaty. I have examined it with a full sense of the extraneous circumstances attending its conclusion and signature, which might be objected to, but confirming as it does substantially on the main question of boundary and indemnity, to the terms of which our commissioner, when he left the United States in April last, was authorized to offer. And animated as I am by the spirit which has governed all my official conduct towards Mexico, I have felt it to be my duty to submit it to the Senate for their consideration with a view to its ratification. And at the bottom part of it, it says, to the 10th article of the treaty, there are serious objections and no instructions given to Mr. Trist contemplated or authorized its insertion. The public lands within the limits of Texas belonging to that state, and this government has no power to dispose of them or to change the conditions of grants already made. All valid titles to land within the other territories ceded to the United States will remain unaffected by the change of, couldn't get that word out, sovereignty. There it is, semicolon. Wow. There it is.
Then what is?
This, in this session of the Senate, the letter.
I seen it.
Okay.
I heard you reading it. I wonder why you're reading it, but since I didn't want to cut you off your rules. I said, let me see what you got with it. So what you get out of it?
Well, actually, just the fact that he just sent it is just proof that he sent the letter to the Senate of the United States. Basically.
Right. Well, you gotta go to, if you're talking about the Guadalupe,
Guadalupe.
Hidalgo.
Hidalgo Treaty. Okay, so it's the second. When it happened, wrote this on 23rd. All right, so the contract was transpired on whose land?
U.S.
Washington.
Washington land. Yeah, that's correct. Washington.
Come on now, stop playing games with me. All right, so you can see why the Empress had put that under the sovereignty of the Washington Moors. Okay? because it's dealing with contracts that they sold on your land. You feel me?
Right.
So these why you got reference points to go deal with any government. Okay. Go back to the Treaty of Peace and Friendship, 1836, right?
Right.
Came into effect when? 28 January 1837, right?
Right.
Correct.
All right. See what year this was?
Yes.
They wasn't in no treaty guidance now. They had Morocco hung down. So they was taking land or claiming land that France and Spain gave them permission to do behind the scenes because they became the protectorates, remember? Over your 3 million plus acres, right?
Right.
They also became protectors over your what? Your sovereignty. So if you read these type papers, so I was wondering why you're reading it. Let's just want to express that it was something you can use in our court to go see how much this 15 million worth now. You feel me? Since 1848, since you want to publicly, put it on the record. So that's sovereign territory. You see what I mean?
Yeah. Gotcha.
Other than that, let's keep rolling.
I got a quick question for you, Protector. So you had said something. The peace and friendship, the Treaty of Peace and Friendship, is the term peace and friendship something that they called contracts back then? Or is this Hidalgo, because I see it in our writings, connected to the Treaty of Peace and Friendship, being that you just said that France was protectorates, and I heard him say, if I'm not mistaken,
France and Spain.
And Spain, something to the effect of settlements due to the Treaty of Peace and Friendship.
They said they sold this much of your land through a treaty for 15 million. Okay, where were your signature at?
Right. Okay.
You can't go sell someone land that you don't own.
No, you can't.
That's why I say you're gonna read it. Let's talk about that at least. Because outside that, it's just a session that they wrote on 23rd about this contract here that's on Washington territory.
Right.
That's part of terror.
Right.
So all that got done behind Spain or France behind the scenes, dealing with the what? The 3 million plus acres.
Right.
Make sense to you?
That makes sense. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Yes.
We good?
Yeah. Yes.
Good.
All right, we went over this yesterday. Okay, 22 years. Doctrine of the Constitution. Okay, we got to run through this. Jetty, come on. Let's get down where we were.
Oh, all right. 2012-12-year anniversary of the official docking of the CMYE Constitution. Final layer of the completion of the systematization of the ECMYE-IRKR with the official docking of the ICMYE-T-executive mission.
That's right.
Second,
now, what that mean?
That when you officially dock, open the Treasury.
Nah, it says executive mission got nothing to do with Treasury.
Oh, I thought you were asking. Okay,
The
so
final layer of the completion of the systematizer of the ECMYE-IRKR within the official docking of the ICMYE-T. Oh, I see how you got it written. Oh yeah, you got to realize they don't understand nothing about the the general public that's listening. You got to explain it from the judicial UN declaration on states and the judicial immunities of states and their property. And inside of that, it states that to operate or to have a sovereign republic state, you must have your court. You feel me? You must have your state, okay, which you have, and you must have your treasury or your bank. You feel me? So that's why that means final layer of that completion of moving that, systematizing your state to move your ship. So that might need to go in there, you know, help explain a little better there, all right?
Right. And you just did gratitude.
Uh-huh.
I said gratitude, that was clear.
All right, cool. What we got here on the second one here? Second phase will be death. Okay. All right. ATM command death. Oh, that was that's when I went up to 3 mil, right?
Right.
That was on the 8th. That was on the 8th. Well, I go with you on that. I think so. You talking about 3 when I went up 3. 3 million souls per day. Okay. On quote live dance call or live calling quote. As soon as Protector gave that order a 7.8 magnitude earthquake spectacular in Syria. Yeah, you're right. I remember. 2-year anniversary. Y'all, we've been kicking, right? Yo.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
So the 5th is a main important day. All right. So come on, what's next?
All right. Next slide.
There the 8 go. Okay. Began to complete sundials, right? Well, it's supposed to be with the beginning and ending. Complete sundial. Showed up dead though. And that was sign of completion to me, for those who know, on my mission from birth to this day right here, okay? 8th of February, because they don't understand I was going through birthing pain, the birthing pain syndrome during that time. You remember?
Mm-hmm.
And that was a confirmation that I was ending that mission from birth to now completed. I made it to my destination. And they gave me that as a sign, because I get my signs through the universe. It's like I just got it at 6.3, you feel me? So people are like, he's crazy. No, I'm real.
Right.
You know, so, and then, you know, so we read about a little bit of the background with Sundial. Okay, y'all want to do that again when you look at that 22 degrees again. Well, yeah, that was a powerful day for me. And we had a live call that day too, remember?
Right.
All right. So come on. Anything y'all want to read that? You good? Okay, then new moon. I don't know. So I say you gonna read the background on Sundial?
Yes, that would be nice.
You gonna do that? Okay. I yield.
Okay. 8. The Alpha Centauroids meteor shower. The Protector witnessed the beginning of a complete sundial that occurred on Sunset Beach, a sign of the completion of RCAP H.E.M's mission from birth to this day. 1-year anniversary. A little background on sundial. A sundial is an optical atmospheric phenomenon that causes bright spots at an angle of 22 degrees on one or both sides of the sun. It is also called a mock sun or perihelion in meteorology. Sundials occur as a result of the refraction or scattering of light from flat hexagonal-shaped ice crystals that are suspended in clouds. Sundials are formed by hexagonal ice crystals suspended in clouds that drift in the air at lower levels. These ice crystals act as a prism, bending the light rays that pass through them. As the crystals sink vertically through the air, they refract the sun rays horizontally, leading to the formation of sundials. Sun rays enter one side of the crystal and pass through another, inclined at 60 degrees to the first. Rays are deviated by 22 degrees or more. Red is a less deviated color, giving the sundial a red inner edge. Farther out, the colors fade from shades of orange to blue. Mostly the colors overlap and eventually result in varying shades of white. These rays deviate through other angles and form halos around the sun. Interesting. And that's background on the sundog. Okay. 9 of February, new moon. We covered that. 11 February, 4-star General Colin Powell, in parentheses, PBUH, all cap, the first Black/African-American Secretary of State for the USA, all cap, acknowledge and recognize the divine sovereign crown, all cap prince, and the first sovereign republic state in over 430 years. We noted that as the 20-year anniversary.
We should have fireworks for that one.
For real.
For sure.
Yes, I do. And
Real.
Would you like to elaborate on why ever, or keep it moving?
You just said it. First republic state in over 430 years.
Right.
Ain't nothing to elaborate on.
That's right. 14, Imperial and Imperial Royal Great Awakening. Space, notice of accession docked. 15th, the Emperor learns of the de facto, all cap, clan chief of the YNAG, all cap, treason allegations, which led to the Imperial-motu proprio / royal official decree and the royal public notice to the world, effective date 18 March 2022. Yes. 18 of February.
Emperor learns.
Emperor learns. Yeah, I'm on the 18th. Okay.
We went over the motu proprio, right? You understand that, right?
Oh, yes.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. I understand what you wrote.
I don't know what they're right.
I understand what you wrote in the motu proprio and what it stood for.
What's the motu proprio?
The motu proprio is like a highest order that the Pope can write. When you write it, it's over the Pope. So it's the Imperial motu proprio. That's like a decree, an order of your wishes, which you wish to make.
Let's make it more simple. Yeah, make it more. Let me help you out a little bit.
All right.
Make it more simple, because you lost me. First of all, motu proprio, like I asked you, what's motu proprio? And motu proprio is the highest decree that the Pope or the Bishop of Rome can write on the land. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So when this guy come out to me and said I committed treason against my own government under a constitution that don't even exist, that ain't got no authority, well, I could have shut him down on another level with just a royal decree. But in me, it's merging the state, walking small with a big stick. I wouldn't put everybody on notice, because I had authority over the Imperial that ain't been on the scene since 1713. Feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said yesterday, like Elijah said, called all the deities out, gods out, whatever they make you feel good. So when I wrote this, that was taking it past the Pope's order, because his authority go to a motu proprio. You feel me? So I was taking it past him. If that makes sense to you.
Yeah, it does.
So the answer, and then so there was no comeback for him. You know what I'm saying? Because there was no comeback. He had no. That's why you haven't heard to this day. There's no comeback, because you made him cease to exist. Now he got to come to your court to explain this treason, because you got a live court, a real court. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So anybody else who have violated your constitutional privileges, remember, even if it's a law, no excuse. So they can get out there on Facebook and all that stuff and say all that stuff out there in violation of the red flag and all that kind of stuff. But you got a court to address that. You feel me?
Right.
Because it's under your jurisdiction. So by it's been in your jurisdiction, that's why you had to straighten out your ship and make sure you functioning like the international world you have to run. You know, your court, your state, then your equity, you feel me? Or your credit. So each state is different. Doesn't matter how small, how big, right?
That's right.
So you have yours set up the way we got it set up. And you know, it's easy. You see why it was so beneficial for me to be able to walk small with a big stick. Because by them not stepping on the scene to assist us back in the day and sitting back, I was able to make certain mistakes along the way and able to straighten them out because they haven't brought you out in public yet. You feel me?
Right.
So you had time to grow and develop because you had so much, or you got so much, and then it got bigger. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
And CMYE, then Post, and then IIEHU. You feel me?
Right.
So now Divine Royal all the way up. So you know, I didn't stop. I wouldn't got the master. You feel me? And I don't mean I say it like this: the master fire deity. Okay, because you got somebody else who look at Chief Black Eagle as the master. You know, to them, but the master, I say in knowledge that he brought the master over that. But outside of that, I don't see anything else to master. You feel me? So, that help you out on that end?
Oh yeah.
All right, where we at now?
All right. We're on the 18th.
18.
Mm-hmm. Broke the code.
I'm still having a question mark on that one.
What's the question mark?
Just I give up off the call. We good. Come on, let's get down to where we were.
All right. Next slide, please. All right. 19. The emperor spoke to the master elder, parentheses, old man, and it was revealed to him that 1,000,000 immortal souls were being released from hell daily, and 1,000,000 people on earth were dying daily. Quote, the confirmation, end quote. 2-year anniversary.
Oh, yeah. So I think Sajah mentioned last night the time for that rain, but I think that's another year, Sajah.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Or it ain't gonna be that long.
I said it's flying time.
What else in that story y'all need to know about?
Confirmation.
Salam alaikum with magic. Can I be heard?
Sure, you can.
Hi, I'm Roger, Ned Menaheads. I've got a question in relation to 18. I had to go back. I just wanted to know.
18? You need to go back?
18, please, yeah. In relation, what code was it that was broken in relation to Daniel's 70 week prophecy, +7, +4?
Well, y'all, what you got? Come on.
If I could be enlightened about what code was broken of Daniel.
All right. You gotta give him time to respond. I'm yelling.
I'll give you a few. All right, so one, and Daniel talks about the sovereign coming back, right? And that how he would have to bring a court. And when he comes back, that his courts will be open. So during that time, Protector done all that. You feel me? Like the courts established, open. So that's just one aspect of it. He spoke about earlier passing the birthing stone. That's a whole nother aspect of it. And then synchronization of the 70 weeks. You feel me? So that's just a few things. I would tell you to go back and look at the videos, you know, but in a gist.
Which videos are you relating to, John?
Repeat that.
What videos are you relating to?
Oh, our full moon live video, if it's up. I'll look for it and put the link in the chat.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
No problem.
I yield the floor. Thank you.
All right, you good with that, brother? Nanya?
Yes, I am. Thank you, Ninja.
All right. Is there any more that need to be commented or on before we move forward? Any more comments? He say, what is it that we need to know about this? The confirmation. Confirm that who you are. Yeah, I don't need any more out of that. All right. 21 of February. Are you satisfied with that, Shajar? You good with that, Shajar?
Oh, I'm cool.
All right, 21.
That was on 18. He explained that. You said the 19th.
Okay.
I said y'all need anything else on the 19th.
19, right, on the 19th.
I mean, any more elaboration on 18 would be appreciated.
I ain't messing with 18.
Are you?
Huh? It carried me yesterday. Only I know the 19 when I called the old man. All right, what we got? No question? Y'all good?
Yes.
Yeah, he clarified 19.
All right.
All right. Moving to the 21st. The Imperial and Imperial Royal Grand Awakening. Colon space. The Emperor, colon space, appointed by nature.
Anointed.
Yeah, anointed. Oh, no wonder. I needed. Yeah, it is anointed.
I know it
Correction.
is. Can't be appointed. I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean appointed?
Right. Let's do it again. And who called space? Emperor, called space, appointed by nature.
What that mean, right? I'm appointed by nature.
Thank you. Yeah.
Nature accepted me, yeah.
Right.
But anointed me, that was cause me can't be touched by no human and who I am. So just happened on that 21st, 7 days after I signed the notice of accession. 7 days later, I get anointed by nature. And that's been in the making since I was 17. Unbeknown to me. Because that's the last experience I had with it when I told you about my uncle, right?
Right.
And the pool and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was done with it, you know. Because I stepped away from that religion and everything, you feel me?
Right.
And kept moving. And so never even thought about it until boom, it happened. As soon as it happened, boom. My mind went straight back to then, you feel me? Right. And I said, oh, okay, that's like he said that. He said, can't no man. So can't no man. So you know ain't no man gonna touch you. He can't touch you. So only nature can anoint you. Now that nature has anointed you, well, what's my nature anointing? The master. Fire. You feel me?
Right. That was my next question was going to, well, how did nature anoint you?
Oh, nature anointed me with water. Water's always been the witness.
Mm-hmm.
See, when you go but you go, you know, people don't look at water. They go build a pool in their church and a masjid or whatever, and they pour water in there. You got some people go to certain places on the earth and they say, "Oh, this holy water," you know. Okay, but water's always been the witness. Outside that, why you dip in water then? So as me in my crown and who I am, my bloodline, you know, I'm coming to my seat. So to me, once I did that day and it happened, and then I closed it out the way I did on the 22nd. That only go around once in a lifetime. And so you have fulfilled everything you have said since 28 January 2022. Everything you have said and what you came to do, who you are, your bloodline, the stars, the skies, the lining, the everything, the sun, the everything. You have walked since you opened up them gates. You have grown to get to where you had to be perfect because the nature anointed you, unbeknown to you, that you had to pass through that. So when you felt that energy that came with it, I told you I went back through it 2 times, remember? You know, I told you, though. Let's talk about it now. I said $100,000, you know what I'm saying? For real. Right. I said 10 at first, you know. I'm like, yo, just think about it again now. Or like, man, please, you charge $100,000 for that. Because the ley lines and energy, you're on your land. I'm on my land. We on our land. And you know, and putting the box in the ground, new one, and all that stuff, and all the energy came with that. And you know, it's just, you know, like I said, I'm in my 48 hour right now. You know, I don't get through my 48 hours till the night 22:36. You feel me? Right. And then tomorrow night I got my 72 hours. So you see, I just ended up with, you know, you got to get yourself 72 hours to adjust. Right. You know, without all them distractions keeping you going somewhere else that you ain't going. You know, right. Your own nominational. You feel me? Like, man, chill. I ain't got time to do that. Right now, I'm anointed. I ain't got time to hear none of that. And if I got here, I ready to move without it. You feel me? You can't see where I'm at and assisting me in getting where I got to go. I try to keep trying to bring my energy back to address something that don't make sense to address at this point of the game. You feel me? Okay. You know, where I'm at out on the market. You feel me? Yeah. Not just on the market and, you know, the UN, whoever. I'm talking about on the galactic market. Okay. You know, you got to add 6.3, you know, after you finish everything you did. You feel me? You got 3S, you know. So that let you know, you walk through the water 3 times. And then the last one add 6.3, which is your number, 6, 3. And then you born in 6-3. You feel me? So it's confirmation on smiley face and sun man on the sun, look at behind your head right there with the sun, smiley face, you know. So I get my confirmation from Ray, you feel me? Yeah. And everything else is happening. So it just, I'm at that level right now to move to my ship, move to my seat without fear of favor. So regardless of what they're doing, has no meaning to me. But I know they get ready to get everything straight. It ain't gonna make it to September. You know, that conference they talking about the UN, it's gonna move way faster than that. Because they ain't on their time. They on my time. Okay. You feel me? So if I just got anointed by the elves and nature, well, everything waiting on command now. So that's why that's a holiday. You feel me?
Right. Yeah. Can I just add a comment, Protector?
Yeah.
Just to bring it full circle. So back to your question about the 70-week prophecy. During that time, again, confirmation from the universe, we had the Blue Kachina. So just, you know, if you know anything about the comet that came through, right? So just, you know,
I remember that time.
Yeah.
We had a couple things happening in the skies too.
Right. So it's just, you know, as we watching it in real time, it's a lot of confirmation. Some things we had never thought we'd see before. You feel me? And
Oh yeah.
every time it happens, they running around talking about this person is coming back.
But I'm already here.
You already is. You know what I'm saying?
Might
So,
not like the way I talk, might not like the way I walk, might not like the way I look. Well,
right,
that's something you got to deal with.
right. Yeah.
See, that's some image you put in your head, okay? That somebody drew. That's why I'm gonna burn that shit out of your ass. ain't no help. So then it ends up being the 21st September is also the signing of the Declaration Decree. And only a true sovereign can sign a Declaration Decree. And that's what I did on this day. The second one. That's the one Trump got, remember? You know, so that's good. So that's a new Black History Month, they say, right?
Right.
I'm trying to see where their history at. I'm giving some real history, right?
Right.
You want some damn history? I got something for you. Come on, history this. All right, come on. What we got? We getting on now, right? What time is it? All right. What we got here? Bear moon. Full bear moon. And so that's you know, that's good. Now think about this now. See what we at on the ship, those who know, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, bird is what? Coming out of hibernation, you feel me? So we're coming out of hibernation for 20 years, you feel me? And so as this spring come in, what we doing? We shining our light. We
That's
move with
right.
the universe. That makes sense to you.
Perfect sense.
New birth.
On time, in time.
Perfect timing, ain't it?
Perfect time.
That's why you say sit back and watch, right?
Right.
Be your ass on this damn ship.
Mm. All right.
Come on, Jay.
Y'all come
Talking
in.
about food, yeah. I was done. I was just letting you know we coming out as we emerging. This, you know, coming out next, you know, March is, you know, a new year to us. Is first new moon is in April.
Right.
You know, so we got that solar eclipse coming in full, and we got that comet coming in. So we coming out of hibernation in March. So that's where the bear is coming out, bear moon. So you start to come on out next month. And then at the end of next month, we have our full moon call. But then the next month, during the new moon, we got a solar eclipse coming in, you feel me? With a comet coming in. That we're going to be right under it somewhere, right?
Yes.
All
So
right.
then you know already, you can think about that yourself. That's change coming in, you feel me?
Yeah.
So you ain't got to be on my ship or anybody's ship. You should know automatic change is in. You feel me? When that happens. Something like this happening right now in your lifetime. You feel me? And you able to see it. Because there's a lot of them dead now that said 7 years, they're going to be here for that day. You hear me?
Right.
So you know, wait till the last minute. I guarantee you, you'll find some rooms. But some of them going to get canceled. Why? They didn't go. So, you know, so you here to see this? You better get it in. If you're able to travel to be inside of that X, what is it, about 90 miles wide?
Mm.
If you're able to be in that 90-mile wide X, because this is longer than the one we had in 17.
Mm-hmm.
This is 4 minutes long. Okay, the last one they had for this long was in 700. 789, y'all might can't ring a bell, don't it?
Yeah.
In 700, they had a 7 minute. So this one coming in April is the longest one that you're gonna have since 700. And I think that's in our paperwork, right?
Yes.
The interest, right?
That's right.
Going back to the Idris, right?
Yep.
Yep. You see? And you see how everything tying in with us, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I say you need to be in the center, within that range of that center, and get that energy. If you living, if you ever want your luck to change, anything to change, you better be your ass in that edge. And that's a fact, Jack. You ain't got to travel downtown to be all kosher with everybody. You find your little spot. As long as you're there, you pull us out that road. It's only lasting 4 minutes, you feel me?
Right.
You just need to be inside the edge. You can turn around and leave out of that. You can drive up, just be in the edge when it happens, keep driving. Make sure you stop so you can get that energy. But you know, of course, I don't be that long for that because I don't be the whole direction, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Tune it touch land. I want to be on me, you know me, I ain't gonna tell you what I'm doing, but you know, so you ready to tell you about the bears? You good?
Yeah.
All right, come on, let's go.
All right. A little background on Bear Moon. In quote, Bears, the Encyclopedia of Hokak, in parentheses, Winnebago, mythology, end quote, by Richard L. Dieterle. He writes, full colon, quote, on the Hokak calendar, there are 2 bear moons, the Huwikanina, first bear, in parentheses, and the Huwi-Orangina, last bear, in parentheses. They occur in January and February, respectively. The first of these has been called, quote, little bears, time, end quote, on account of the birth of bears in the hibernation den, end quote. Sometimes it is simply called Hunrira, the quote, bear moon, end quote. In other Indian lore, the January moon is known as the wolf moon or the cold moon, as well as the bear moon, in parentheses, among many other names. It is the bear moon all month long, not just at the full moon, and is usually one of the brightest moons of the year. The significance of the bear moon is that the bear cubs are born and then that the bears begin to lick their paws. The Indians also believe that mothers wash their newborn cubs with fresh snow. According to a clan saying, snow during the bear moon meant that another cub had been born and that the bears, which had control of the weather, were calling for fresh snow to wash their young. Interesting. Next, any comments?
Salam alaikum with Magic. I just noticed, just want to bring to your attention, there's a Carl Hardiman. He had his hand up before he said his hand was put down and raised it up again. He had a question. I just wanted to bring that to your attention.
Added 2 moderators. And who was it? Carl Hardiman? Carl Hardiman.
That's correct, yeah.
All right. You have the floor. Your hand is raised. You have the floor.
Assalamu alaikum Magic. Can you hear me?
You could be heard.
Okay. I only had one question. My question was, does the CMYE Republic have its own calendar system and their own ephemeris where we can chart the planetary cycles, given the fact that Gregorian calendar took us out of alignment?
To answer that question, yes, we do.
Could you hear me?
Yes. Did you hear me?
I didn't hear the last thing you said.
I said yes. Simply put, yes.
Yeah, but we got to give you a little more clarity.
Excuse me for
You have your own.
There you go. Gratitude. Okay, Emperor.
You have your own state. So you have your own republic. So of course you got to chart time back to when you know time. That's their chart. But yeah, we have we have one now. We wasn't introduced this month, but we're introduced probably next month.
No, we actually do have a version.
Excuse you. So we might let it out next month. That's why we got a hand signal, even though you're in the government. So that we have a counter system that's set up. And we had one similar to dealing with the nation, the Modern Nation War with Constitution, Doc talked about 19-day rotation. But we updated that to our rotation. It goes around 28 days, 13 months. So we constantly rolling. So we introduce that to the world as we get it, whenever they get ready. You got something else? You got your mic open?
Sorry, I said, does that come
Okay.
with an accurate ephemeris?
You gotta air your mic.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I was saying, does that actually come with like a ephemeris chart?
Well, I'll let IIEHU let you know what we got, and then we go from there. Okay.
All
right, administration.
Salam alaikum magic. We actually had just a version to display for this on the next slide.
That's the whole symbol, what we got, but that goes into everything. But I'll let the Imperial Minister explain it. Make sure. 1582.
I yield the floor to the host to read.
Okay. Were you done, Emperor? You were about to say something.
Yeah, go ahead. No, I was looking at Pope Greg. We cool. Go ahead. I'm just. I mean, everything he asked is right here. I'm just explaining it to him. We do have a counter, but it ain't. But this is the diagram, so he can see it. So the question's already answered right here. So let's go with it. 23rd, 24th, 25th, right?
Correct. Introducing the navigation for rotation, parentheses, ancient calendar system. Beginning the first new moon after spring equinox, in parentheses, 8 April 2024. 13 lunar cycles of 8 are the guides to follow for nourishing, honoring, exploring, and flourishing in the coming season. As we build and develop our sovereign nation, we, Nama/Earth Keepers, also utilizes tools to build self. The new moon after the spring equinox sparks the energy of 4 seasons, each rendering 91 days. In parentheses, 1 day equals sun time plus moon time. We are at the dawn of a new age in which we bring a new era, space, a new way to navigate through the continuous rotations that affect our well-being. More details will be provided on March Full Moon Live, hashtag Nama National Culture. Yes. So the navigation.
That answer your question, Carl?
Yes, appreciate it.
All right.
You okay with that? You good? You like that?
Yeah. Much appreciated.
All right.
Good question. All right. Moving forward. 24. Russia-Ukraine conflict began. 2nd year anniversary. Point 1582. Space. Pope Gregory XIII corrected mistakes on the Julian calendar by dropping 10 days and directing that the day after October 4th, 1582, would be October 15th. The Gregorian or New Style calendar was then adopted by Catholic countries and gradually followed by Protestants and other nations. That explains it, huh? Are there any questions, comments, concerns?
Yeah, just for that second point, a little bit more clarity. The reason why it's there and how it pertains to us is the fact that they brought in a spell or a thing called time on their calendar, on their time cycle. And it just so happened that in that same time span, in our time cycle, we're bringing our time spans and cycle in at this point in time. So that's the relation, just to make it clear and why it's there. And I yield.
Gratitude. Thank you for that clarification, man, John. Are there any other?
Who moved it so quick? I was on the counter. I was all in it. Who moved it? All right. So everybody cool?
Yeah.
Yes, sir, brother.
Y'all ready to start our new year?
Oh,
First
yeah.
one, right?
Yeah.
Get it, right? That's how that.
Yep.
It's like perfect
Time.
timing, right? I got
Perfect.
everything going on. I got anointed. And now this next month, we starting our first year with our calendar. That's off the chain, man.
Can't make this up.
Can't make it up, game.
No.
If that ain't perfect timing, what I told him I'm coming to my seat, right?
Perfect
So
time.
we'll see, right? We working that. We're going that way, right? That's hot. It's so hot.
All right.
Conjunctions galore.
So we can't go down to the 25th, 26th, 27th yet because we ain't got there. So we on 24th, so we got to stay here. Because you know something might happen with me, you know what I mean? So you'll catch the rest of that on the end of next month, right? What happened on the 25th? Well, you can see the 25th tomorrow. What happened on the 26th, 27th, 28th, and 29th, which is leap year this year. You feel me? So that's going to be hot.
Oh, yeah.
That's Doc Day with certain things too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right. All right.
Wow.
Good word, Pimp Minister. That's nice.
Eesh.
Get from
Eesh.
that.
Smiley face.
All right, so y'all good on the February update? We got update on January, everything, right? So we keeping up. So about what? We're doing this about what, 14, 15 months now?
Mm-hmm.
Keeping up with everything?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So we getting better, right?
Imperial Royal Animals.
Better and better.
We thank them for our live training, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
That's right.
no cut, live training.
Mm.
You know, that helps smooth the ego too, don't it?
It does.
Indeed.
Jupiter's in abundance during leap years, so that's pot, because I'm the king. See, I'm the king. Jupiter is the king. So abundance is right in the corner. That's why everything I looked at, I told y'all, it's you got your bank. You print your own currency. That's hot. Normal currency, brother. That's getting printed this year.
Money.
Oh yeah, you got your own state. That's why I'm saying you got everything. You can write and do anything you need to move your state. That's all I'm thankful for. Understand? You ain't got to ask them for nothing. You got everything you need.
Right.
You just gotta feel. You gotta get folk that's willing to train for their job. If they don't have that kind of spirit, we ain't that hard up that we ain't trained. We're not willing to train you, but you got to be willing to learn and to apply the training so that you can move your ship. You feel me?
Yes.
So if you can't meet us that way, well, what there ain't no really contract. And what else you want? You feel me? So we have training. We get ready to start one this week coming up. You feel me? So to get everybody to focus on sitting in these seats of titles. You know, you talking about an oath of office. That's not to be played with. There's nobody out there in the market offer you oath of office that's backed by full faith and credit. Well, you got authority to move your own right ever. You know, so you gotta look at that whole state. So people out there want to jump on a ship, I'm cool. But it's a live ship. You can write everything you want. You ain't got never do with them. You ain't got never do anything outside of your ship. I ain't gonna say them because it's anybody. Any country, any state. You can go anywhere. It's like now, I can go anywhere in the state, United States, any state. You can go anywhere. Can't nobody touch it. It's about doing business though. So they tie them ties to keep, you know, can't touch you. But so you gotta learn how to do business with your own government, with yourself, with other foreign states outside of the governors inside the United States. But their power was weak. Then you gotta look at they sitting on your land. So you got a lot of negotiating to do, but you gotta know how to negotiate. You know, and you come from your Minister of Foreign Affairs office or my royal office in dealing with anything, not their citizens. You talk to the head of state, which is the governor. So you need to talk to. You don't need to talk to nobody else in that state. They swore a contract to be a citizen of that state. They didn't swear a contract to be a national under you. So what are you dealing with it for? You feel me?
Right. Makes sense.
You don't want to deal with officials who have authority to get something done. It ain't no debate. There ain't nothing who's better than who. Nah, you already proved that. You got sovereign authority to move a state. You got sovereign authority to fly your own flag on your ship. You ain't see that one coming, did you?
No. Wow.
You got sovereign authority to raise the flag on your embassy. That's what we headed now. That's through
Right.
what they call uniform. That's where you at now, uniform. That's where everybody know you now. So they can't make no mistake. You feel me? So it's about you moving your state now. It's about you pepping your car up, getting all ego. No, it's about you keep moving your state. You still small. You just moving at a certain level now. Or a different level. That's all. We good?
We're good, Emperor. That's clear. That was clear.
Whatever you need to create, don't make me no difference. You see me, look at my creation. Look at this creation we just did. Look at the rotation here. Nomenclature, national culture, small n. All right, we good? Let's move forward. There ain't no question.
I don't know what I missed and going in and out. Did you ask if there was any questions?
Yes. We're moving forward if there's no more questions.
Yeah, I said let's move forward, no question. I like that bird. That bird look hot on.
Oh yeah, that bear on point.
Nah, you got anything for Mr. Joe?
Nah, you good. You good. You good.
February 2024, Imperial and Imperial readings. The ability to keep Earth watch, celestials, occurrences, and continually evolve without measure rests in our ability as Nama, Earth-keepers, to exercise our innate culture and the ability to govern self on our territory under our own venue and jurisdiction. Part 3 of the live full moon bear dives into the imperial laws that govern the sovereign territory, in parentheses depicted below, of the ECMYE-IRKR, all cap. See link below or visit the ECMYE-IRKR Royal Registry to read along.
Hey, Jerry, it's part 3 of the live full bear dance moon.
All right.
Not full moon dash bear.
Wow.
You wide open.
Wide open. There you go. Bear dance moon.
I had a good job. I was being nice, you know.
Yeah,
Come
you
on.
were. All right.
You good?
Okay.
I'm sitting there reading language. I'm like, huh? Come on, let's go. That was a good one, right?
All right. Next. Next.
All right, what we got here?
This is the globe. What you own? North America, Atlantic Ocean, Europe, Asia, Africa, Indian Ocean, South America, and Atlantic Ocean. Still property.
Yep. Pacific too.
Mm-hmm.
I know. They said read along. I was like, okay. So when we going in the rest of the read along that, we're gonna keep going.
Right. That's what I'm waiting on. Next slide, please.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum, Magic. We're going to switch.
Okay.
We're going to switch to the to our web, and the web address is on the bottom of the slide here. https:///CMYE imperial.us/world-registry/IROHEM, and you can visit us there and read the mission along with us. And give me 1 second and I yield.
Cool. That's the executive mission. They can read along, right?
Yeah.
Everybody good? Anything else for tonight? Did we get there? For the days?
Yeah, no questions in the chat. And I don't see any questions, or I didn't see any on YouTube.
Okay. So we got here. So do y'all understand the flag jurisdiction? Do the people in the world understand flag jurisdiction? Do y'all understand flag jurisdiction? Or how you explain it so they can get an understanding? Because you got a lot of people that fly the red and green star. They, that's just foul. And then you got a lot of people flying Turkish flags and all kind of stuff. So, title, you gotta have you gotta understand flag law. Okay, so y'all good? You understand that when you read the top? Everybody good on flag law? Flag law show your jurisdiction, will show your venue, right?
Mm-hmm.
It tells you it regulates design, the size of the flag.
Well, you gotta be correct when you fly your flags, right, on paper. And that's the exact, you're right, Bacab, that's exact right. This like right size and the right formatting of the flags, right? Come on. Come on, Bacab.
Okay, this is Bacab Abnafir Ray. I will be your reader on this section. We're going to start at the top of the page, the far right is the absolute royal sovereign emperors, imperial and imperial royal flag, colon. To the left is the imperial royal office for his imperial majesty. For the imperial CMYE-IRKR, or caps, republic. Correction. Imperial royal office for his imperial majesty. For the imperial CMYE-IRK republic, great flag, colon. To the left, the Moor 48 star of peace, that 48 star of peace, full faith and sovereign small s gold credit, great flag, colon. To the left of that is the Imperial CMYE-IRK republic for the country of United States, small s, national, small n, flag. Do we have any questions about the flags? Can we have someone to tell us what is the importance that Emperor hit upon some of the notes? Can we have someone to tell us? You can do the raise hand method, or you can put some information in the chat. What is the importance of flags for states and countries? Their significance.
Well, one, it signals jurisdiction for one. So if you see a flag flying, as we call them, like a ship signal, right? If you see a flag flying, then you know what jurisdiction that vessel is under. Flags are important here on land. Courthouses, again, jurisdiction. If you go in the courthouse, what jurisdiction are you under? You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
their nationality. You feel me? Flags represent your national statehood. So when you see people that we talk about, people die for the flag, we got a real flag. No, our whole system is alive and organic. You feel me? Where everybody else system is, nah. You know what I'm saying? So flags are important. It's an ID, our identity. Again, of your national statehood. So this is our national flag, as you see. We have our peace flag, the More 48 Star of Peace, right? You have the Emperor's office flag, right? Him.
Yeah, but hold right there. You got to say also, you got the war.
Full faith.
That flag is also the full faith.
100 million
full
gold.
faith and sovereign gold dash
full
credit.
faith. Listen to what it says. Full faith. So when you go to their constitution or you go to their apostilles you get from the State Department, what they got on the bottom? The clause on our documents, full faith and credit means blah, 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 right?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's good for use in other countries or different cities.
And in this country, right? Okay.
Right.
So where do they get their full faith and credit at? This flag.
That's right. More 48 Star Peace, full
because this flag represents 100 million gold. So that's why you see I created because I understood it. So now it's become what? The full faith and sovereign gold that's credit. Great flag, not good flag, great flag. Because that's that flag carries all the gold. That flag here carries what? The red and white flag, the Constitution flag. This flag carries the what? They call it the rebel flag, the 13 star flag. They call it the rebel flag. No, that's a more flag. All them flags is on this flag when you see it. Based on what? Gold. So I can mirror that's more. But I can't claim the E-N-I. So they a lot of people are saying, well, just because you flying it don't make it's commission, right? Well, you can go check the record. The United States Congress recommissioned this flag on June 26th. What year, y'all? What year? 2005, for those playing around with yourself. Guess it again. So that flag being commissioned since 205 under my venue. So ain't nothing on that page is showing anything. Everything is real.
Assalamu alaikum with magic, protector. So
I'm listening. Look like we lost him, but I keep going. So you saying you got folk out there saying they're gonna fly the red flag and green star, say they're more.
Yeah.
All right. Where can they show they have a venue? Or where can they show they got a contract? Or where can they show they got an accession to that flag?
They can't.
Outside of that is I just carried down to I just carry it down to the small of it, which I just say dirty more. That's,
Okay.
you know, because it's really treason.
Yeah.
Meaning, you know, so
Yeah.
it's really treason. So you have to prove your venue. That flag has its own state. That flag is recognized on the UN world government as the Kingdom of Morocco national flag. So to say you over here in America flying it, claim me called Drew fluid, well, you got to go back to the day and time when Drew fluid. And why he flew it at that time, because Morocco had France on their flag. And Drew was the fifth Marquis de Massaru, so he had authority to fly that flag. But they never got it settled because they took him out. And now they vibing on the Constitution, I mean, say on the Corporation Church or Masjid, whatever name they want to call it, more Science Temple, and trying to get that religious right. They ain't got no sovereignty or anything with Drew flew it. I came along and put a claim on it, a copy claim on it. Because it's what? What was it? It was sitting out there in the water free.
Okay.
Fuck. I'm a pirate. You feel me?
Mm.
I'm like, yo, so can't nobody grab that flag? They're like, no. Oh, really? Yeah. Only the more can get that flag. And I came and got that flag, y'all. Wow, because that flag is worth over 100 million. And the United States got to pay the debt on that flag, or they can never enter international arena. And they ain't in international arena right now. And y'all don't be paying attention now. You see how when they start talking about international arena, you see how they wiggle their way around the United States? Because they're not docked into the court. Because they got to pay this flag. And now that I'm the more, they got to pay the flag. That's what David said, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So then they can finally sail. So they ready to sail now. The United States ready. Didn't Biden tell y'all? He said something coming down the road. The United States going to where it ain't never been before, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Did he say that?
He did.
Well, guess that's what he talking about. Because when I'm getting ready to tell you shit, military now is a constitution military in the United States. As we come in. They ain't never had that before in their life. You can truly operate. You can truly operate the whole world the way you set up. That's the only way you can do it. Because you got a constitutional military now to constitutionally govern your lands, and I got plenty of it. Not just them 3 million acres. I got a whole lot more than that, right, y'all?
Facts.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
How you say you got your own G20, right?
That's a fact, Jack.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? You got your own damn G20. And they all got to fall in line. And that's what's happening now. So we're in the midst, in the motion. So I said, hand raise, come on.
Gail.
Salam alaikum with magic. How you
Salam
doing?
alaikum. Imagine, how you be?
I'm all right. I just had a comment. I just wanted to say that I'm happy to be here with you, and I'm happy that we are moving forward with this. And I had one question I wanted to ask if you had any contracting venues open or anything on that level that's on the ship going on, because I have my own home remodeling business, and I didn't know if that may be something that you guys already have or need. If that's something.
Oh no, that's something you relate to your website, your email.
Okay.
Because you got so many parts of a ship.
Yeah.
Yo, you see that new ship they just released, I think, in this month, last month, that new big ship. You see that ship?
No, bro. What's it called?
Oh, What is what the name of that ship that just got ship with a C? What did it say? You know, the big cruise ship. What's the name of that ship?
The QE2.
I told y'all the other week. The cruise line. They open up the ships. What's the name of it? You type it in right quick.
Carnival.
Carnival, yeah, the Carnival. It's a Carnival, but it's the name of the ship. It's a Carnival cruise line, but it's the name of the ship. The biggest thing they made so far. I know somebody pulled it up. And so when you look at that ship, right, when they pull it up,
Yeah.
the departments is inside of that ship. You see? You feel me, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you go all the way up to the top of that ship. What you got? You got a captain, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, then he got a deputy, 2 deputies, right? Then that's on the deck.
Mm-hmm.
When you get down to his office, what he got? Secretary, you feel me? All this and that. Okay? And what them jobs do? They got to oversee all of them 5,000 plus people that work on that ship. All the way down to the spot plug maker. So you got time, sleep, you know, you got shifts, you got everything covered. You got food, you got prep, you got you know. So you got to look at when Obama said it's an United States a cruise ship, not a speedboat. Icon under the sea. There you go. Pull it up right quick so you see it. Close down Ab and bring this back up. Bring up that ship so you can see that energy. And you know, so that's what you got here. Okay. And you got all the departments you got to fill so that you can sell properly. So whatever skill you got to see where it fits in the who can put a ship up. And the magnitude of the ship, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And you see, that's gonna get ready to launch it. You see, so that's what we was, and that's pretty good. You cut the volume down, you play it, cut the volume down. But you can't really play it because it'd be copyright, all that. Leave that alone, just leave the picture. All right. Okay, just leave the picture. So that's what we was, you gotta say in 14, 15, 16, you feel me?
Yes.
And nobody seen us. Why? I was building the ship. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Now you got this. I want this picture. I want just a picture of it where it is now. If I can get that. Not no movie. And you see, that's where I'm at now. I'm launching. You feel me?
Yes.
So all these departments, registrations and all that kind of stuff, all that's supposed, you know, recording service and all that is done. You know, so you got to fill the slots now. It's just a picture of the ship. Why is it so hard? You just got to get a picture. Just type in the picture. It says it fits 6,000 people, y'all. So, you know, wow. So that's what you got here. You feel me? You know, that you get ready. That's what the lights is on now. And so you got the lights on, you got everything. So now you building the manifest, whatever you need, you got to create. Doesn't matter how you create, you just got to normatize it. Okay, you got all them blueprints out there. You got all them, you know, when they do the whole blueprint, you got the wiring of the ship and everything. You got all that. You see? So you got to get ready to run this ship. That's another ship, but that's cool. You know, but just look at this one. So you got to be ready to sail. You feel me? Yes. So you got to sail this ship. So I ain't necessarily the captain of this ship because I'm the captain of another ship, the Imperial barge. So I'm looking for a captain of this ship. Why you moving? Let's put the ship up there. Okay? I don't understand, man. Just I got ship. The ship. There's no biggie. I got no ship. See, so you gotta see the captain sits there in them windows right there, right? Mm-hmm. And then you see all that behind that he got to take care of it for that ship to move smoothly. Okay? You feel me?
Yes.
So that's what we at now. You ready to launch? That's what we said. I said it's time to move this ship. Well, when I say I'm looking for NEDs to come in and sit and move these offices so you can fill the ships up so you can move your ship. And you got all the authority to move it without fear of favor. You got everything. See, you look at that, you can run a whole city there. You can run the bank, everything, court, everything. You feel me?
Yeah.
You got 100 on your ship. This says it loads 6,000. You feel me? So you can literally run your ship, your whole government from this one ship. But who gonna be? You got to have the captain. You got to have everything working on this ship, and you got the authority to create that whole department, whatever you need, personnel, human resources, and operate and hire NEDs, NDs that come in and fit these ships. That's what I'm saying. We don't have to open up nationality right now. If we have to, well, that's just to bring people in because they want to, they really want to get on a ship, but they willing to go through the, the university and everything to learn how to work and learn language and all that so they can be a part of the ship. Yes. That's down the road. But you see, right now, the world is like the emperor is here. His ship is moving. So I got to move ship. The ship ain't waiting on nobody. It's moving. I put it on cruise ship 13, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So I can grow into it. So everybody's going to be keeping up with me, but they want to, some try to outdo me, want to be better than me. I'm like, I ain't got to have none of it. I got to move this damn ship. You feel me?
I just want to help any way I can.
Trying to get me now? You get me?
Yeah,
so so it's about you knowing where you can fit in. I ain't got no problem. See how big that damn ship is. And I got 3 crowns. So that means I got 3 of them. You feel me? Well, one of them aircraft carrier. Okay? You know what I'm saying? One of them aircraft carriers. And you know why you see aircraft carrier don't come by itself, do you? It comes with submarines, warships, and everything else. So when I come, look at the ships I'm coming with. You feel me?
Coming
that
ready.
That makes sense to you?
Yes, it does.
Y'all good?
Yes.
All right, we get back to the read
Yeah.
now.
You do have a question in the chat about the flags?
Hey, come on. Let's get back to the read though.
Okay. It says, so the equity from the flag is what makes the full faith and gold credit. So how did the flag get equity?
100 million in gold that the Emperor of Morocco had to, to save the empire and everything during the treaty and the dwindling of the war and the people with smallpox on that going around. He lent the revolutionaries 100 million in gold to fund the what they call Revolutionary War, you want to call it that. And that's where after the war, George and them, after Benjamin Franklin shut down the court, so the war, and that's supposed to limit all contracts, they say, but he's still with the postmaster to establish the office of the president. And so you got to see how them contracts running back there. You feel me? So, but when they try to steal it, well, France and Spain couldn't let them steal it, so they made it. They made a constitution. Constitution for United Small States of America, which is also called the Union States Society of America. Okay, so when they did that, that was a golden treaty. So when you heard Nancy say the other year talking about what Benjamin Franklin said, came out of Constitution Court of Philadelphia, and they asked what do we have, he said we got a republic if we can keep it. Well, they lost it in 1837. That's when they lost it. When they got outside of the 50th year of the treaty with Morocco. That's the only thing you see, the Treaty of Peace and Friendship, they're the same thing, just the 50-year window out, because the United States want to set up on their own with the backing of France, Spain, and all them. And so, and held Morocco hostage with putting their France on their flag during that time, showing, holding that sovereignty down because that flag had an emperor on it. Remember that now. So that equity that they created with the Constitution was full. So that's why they had a republic. So what came with a republic is what they call white privileges, because that came with the emperor's flag, because under the emperor's sovereigns, that was the name of his money, or his currency was sovereigns. And his head of state was the Grand Vizier. You feel me? And the recorder was L. Eastmore. So they had a whole functioning government. So you couldn't steal that gold. So they put it on the treaty. So when they lost the rights of the treaty with the revolution, with the civil war, okay, that's all about Washington. That's just a story never been told. But anyway, fighting over your land. Who controlled your land? Our land, brother. And so with that war over, they did Reconstruction and set it off under military rule. When I came through, I was able to go past that back to the sovereignty of the Constitution and the sovereignty of the Washington Delegation, or Washington Delegation, oldest independent nation, autonomous nation on earth. Let me get it right. The oldest independent autonomous autochthon nation on earth. And that's doctored at the UN. And that's doctored on that 2/15/1993 number. It's on record already. So that's where the equity come in at on the Constitution with the gold and the emperor. But under me, it goes not just the gold and the emperor, it also goes to the Washington, and because I got Imperial. So you see the power of it. And the equity is you got equity on $100 million gold back to 1774 at least. I'm gonna leave it at that one, all right? So you can't write off enough. There's nothing. You got so many zeros, it's unbelievable. So you can write off anything you need. That makes sense to you.
So that's why you use the term due.
Huh?
That's why you use the term due. D-U-E, due. When you say it's due.
Oh yeah, due. Go. It's past due, really.
Right. Of course, but that's why you use that term, though, right? Cool.
Yeah. So you got to move your ship. It's only waiting on you to write it. There's nothing stopping anything you want to write and go through. Nothing can stop it. And now that you got Brits and all the other countries coming in, where the United States try to block you and control you, well, they can't control you because they can't sanction their boss. The United States is a vassal state to us. They can sanction Russia there because they vassal states to them. Based on UN charter, where they can't even give you more authority than they got themselves. And that's why they're wrestling with right now. You feel me?
Copy.
Everybody out?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
All right, what else we got?
That's it, protector. Media out of flow.
No, I'm asking
All right.
what else you got. That good on that? You good?
Oh yeah, we good.
So what other flag y'all need verification on?
But you designed these flags. Will you give us the inspiration behind the designs with the shields, seals, and the crowns and the colors?
Oh, that's just to my choosing. Design these flags well, the red flag with the royal crown on it is because I raised the emperor predecessor's flag. And so that flag has certain jurisdiction. The jurisdiction is called IIEHU. You ever heard of that?
Yes.
Okay. So now that jurisdiction is under me. See? When you see my flag beside it, my office flag now, that's my new flag for my office. So you have the crown, which coming in from the purple out of the unknown, and you got the royal seal on top. Okay, then you got another royal seal on the right, the coat of arms on that flag, will represent my office. Okay, and then you got the of course, the 4-day star flag, and then you got the white flag down here, which is your Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of the United States national flag. Okay, that's the current flag. Okay, certain things got to be updated on the seals, and so that'll be done in the next 3 to 6 months. And so when the flag is made, all the updates will be on it. For right now, for where we've been and where we're going, it's drafted on that level with just the CMYE on it. So it's got to be updated with the Imperial on it. That's not that much. So it's simple stuff. And so before you completely print it on record, on the flag. So right now it's just got a CMYE on it, because that's the root of everything. So it's just gonna be that's the only little thing you see, and that's about it. And any other flags we got and banners, everything's been updated from the notice of appointment. You feel me? Because we flipped everything around, so I was able to give myself and us a complete fresh start. Y'all like that?
Yes.
Yes, we like fresh starts. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful.
Are there any other questions for the Emperor on the flags, on the banners?
Oh, we got way more than that, but we don't move forward, right?
Yeah, we'll move forward.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Go with the header. The Imperial Royal House of Tunica _fire and _ the Imperial Royal House of Samson L Samhure, herewith _ ordained by decree and declared active and in force. The Imperial Royal Office for His Imperial Majesty, effective date 31 August 2023, / notice of appointment in parenthesis amendment, quote, retroactive to 1 August 2023 to 1 July 2023 to 28 June 2023, end quote, and _ the Imperial CMYE-IRK, all caps, Republic for the country of United States, small s, effective date 28 June 2023, quote, retroactive to effective date 8 January 2023, in parentheses, Imperial and Imperial Royal Diplomatic Decree, 2 effective date 21 June 2023, in parentheses, Royal Public Notice and Royal Press Release to the world, to effective date 28 March 2022, in parentheses, Imperial motu proprio / official Royal Decree public notice to the world, end quote, in harmony with the be it decreed equity contracts _ :space Empress Directive -0004Z lowercase a / Imperial Constitution for the Imperial Royal Kingdom, in parentheses ECMYE-IRK, all caps, via Empress Directive -0004Z, effective dates 4 April 2014 per 3 April 2013 / Imperial Constitution of the Continental Moorish Yamashite Empire, in parentheses ICCMYE, all caps, :space 2 Empress Directive -0003Z, :space notification of diplomatic arrival, notice of apostille and official act of state, effective date 9 April 2009 to Empress Directive -0001, in parentheses CMYE, all caps, USA, small u / USA, correction, CMYE, all caps, USA, small u / USA, all caps, :space, effective date 18 July 2007 to effective date 4 March 2004 / claim -of -life, in parentheses CL, all caps, to effective date 11 February 2004, United States of America, State Department, in parentheses, minor, apostille verification numbers, space, 04010010 and 04010010-1, space, to the Aegis, the protection, the backing of the Treaty of Berne and Constitution of the Universal Postal Union, effective date 30 September 2003, quote, retroactive to 9 October 1874, end quote, space 2, effective date 20 June 2003, the state of Georgia, in parentheses, major, apostille verification number, space 5604B, USA, all caps, space 2, effective date 13 June 2003, in parentheses, Yamasee Moore nationality, space, to effective date 9 May 2003, in parentheses, Washita Muir nationality, space, pursuant to quote, sovereign state, end quote, the Yamasee Native American government via Mount, quote, Arafat Embassy, UN, all caps, space, 208-1992, USA, small u, / USA, all caps, effective date, 19 June 2003, space, in harmony with, the, quote, sovereign state, end quote, United Washita Deductimania, UN, all caps, space, 215-1993, USA, small u, / USA, all caps. Effective date, 20 March 2003, space, to effective date, 28 January 1837, space, / treaty, small t, of September 16, 1836, pursuant to, the, capital T, Constitution for, the United, small u, States of America, USA, small u, effective date 17 September 1787, space, to Treaty of Peace and Friendship, effective date 18 July 1787, quote, retroactive to 23 June 1786, end quote, space, to Treaties of Utrecht, effective year 1713, space, to the beginning of recorded history, space / our story, as recorded in the stones of Yucatan, Yucatan, just off the Yucatan Peninsula, and into the future in perpetuity ad infinitum, droid droid, smiley face. Do we have any questions coming out of the header? Non-pro-tunc in Yamasic and hieroglyphics. Any questions from the header?
Yeah, just got one. Protector, how were you able to have two nationalities from two indigenous or native tribes? Yamasee and Washita.
I don't understand why you saying shit, John. You gotta speak up.
Oh, my bad. How was it possible? The question is, how was it possible to have two nationalities from two different native tribes or indigenous tribes?
Well, that's why Crown Prince Ramsey Bay created that secretary of chief position, because you couldn't be in two offices in two states at the same time. So I became a secretary chief over the United Washita Delegation to oversee and, make sure they didn't mess that state up that we create. And if they did mess it up, he left it so it could fall into my hands, because he knew I saved the land. You feel me?
Copy.
That's why that's where you seen Thunderfire come in at. You feel me?
Copy.
First thing he said, "What? I've been looking for you." Look for me. He looked me for. That's where you see Thunderfire step up. Feel me?
So the chief allows you to then go and become a Yamasee? Because of that, Chief?
No, I was in embassy first.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I was in embassy first. Mount IRK embassy. I go back 203. I mean, say, yeah, too early. I actually, the embassy go back 202, August 31st, 202. The first one. The one when I became Yamasee Native American Mirror, I created actually created my own nation myself, with Chief Black Eagle and Custodian when they nationalized me on the 13th of June 2203 at Yamasee Native American Mirror. You never seen that before. So they really created my own tribe, my own clan, you feel me? Nationalized under. So they, but when that got done, there was a lot of bickering going on back there, said y'all.
I hear you.
Who you loyal to? Who you loyal to? I'm loyal to the contract. I ain't loyal to nobody.
Right.
But the contract, you feel me?
Right.
So that's how it happened. That's all, that's all in the Declaration Decree.
Cool.
You know what I mean?
Yep. I yep. That was it. Unless somebody has another one.
Yes. Question, Emperor. Can you give us a little bit more in-depth history on the Mount Arafat Embassy itself?
Oh, that's well, that actually go all the way back to Holy Tabernacle Ministries. That's how we go back to Ansar Law. They go all the way back to the charter that Chief Black Eagle, quote, Thunderbird, end quote, established under the Ansar Law community when he was in Man Isa. And I think he created two with a brother in Boston and brother in Philadelphia, which was de facto down in Georgia. And so from that, it moved up to Mount Arafat Embassy. And then Holy Egyptian Church of Christ was added in there down along the way. But the embassy was what we established first. Was established first. I think that was established in March. And then we came back and did the embassy government, what my signature is on. That was Mount Arafat Embassy and the U.S. Native Government. Okay. So then we signed a treaty on the Mount Arafat Embassy. But embassy can't run a government. You feel me? It was custodian over the government. So then when he made that boy down in Georgia, de facto, a clan chief, well, he wasn't registered under the Secretary of State of Georgia and got an EIN number from the IRS. So that took him out the jurisdiction of the sovereign state and put him in the jurisdiction of the IRS, which became non-resident aliens. Okay, which is worse than anything. Anyway, you feel me? So when you just outsmart themselves. So when the state had its own sovereign territory based on the apostille process that they didn't understand, because they thought it was all about the same thing. You feel me? So that's making sense to you. So that's how that went and that's how it stayed until I changed it up in 10 years. Yamasee Native Montgomeryville Mount Arafat Embassy. Then he got the clan, and by him being a custodian, he made it seem like the clan was the one who got the apostille at Georgia and State Department. So you start reading the documents later on, you start saying Mount Arafat Embassy clan with the Georgia authentication. Ain't nowhere in hell. You feel me? So that's how he was able to fool people to make it seem like the clan was running the whole government when the government wasn't doing nothing because they had to sit still 10 years because the chief wasn't moving the government. He didn't systematize it. So if he would have stepped out at any time and systematized the state, whatever he was doing, I was doing, anybody was doing, would automatically shut down. It makes sense to you. So they give you enough? They give you enough? Okay?
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
You got a question in the chat, but I think you kind of answered it already. It says, save the land. What does the process entail?
Huh?
I said, you got a question in the chat, but I think you kind of answered it for real, but it says save the land. What does the process entails or entail?
Save the land. What do the what?
Process entails?
Profit?
Process. The process.
Process.
Yeah.
Oh, the process.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, the saving the land is docking on his own venue. That's saving the land. You docked it under your own venue now. He has his own venue, territorial sovereignty over his own land. You got your own land now. You can do anything on your land. Anybody that's on your land got to pay you royalties. Whatever they propping or pulling oil out the ground or whatever. It's on your land. That's what you're doing now. Save the land. It's your land. And you say they mistreat the land. You feel me? You know, so that's for all the part of being a nominational earth keeper or normal earth keeper. And you save the land. So you got, it's time you to oversee your land. That's why the state is moving and getting positions and putting everybody in position so you can move your state. So you go take care of these matters. We ain't talking about them on live call or any call. You out there taking care of the matter, talking to the governors, whoever you need to talk to handle your situation, dealing with your property. That makes sense to you?
Yeah, that was good.
All right, we good?
Cool. I yield the floor back.
All right, we'll continue to read. And you move the slide up. Imperial Royal House for His Imperial Majesty presents the Imperial and Imperial Executive Missions for the Imperial Royal Office for His Imperial Majesty and Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of United States, small s, holy. The Imperial and Imperial Executive Missions for the Imperial Royal Office for His Imperial Majesty and Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of United States, small s, is in harmony with underscore the full faith and sovereign small s gold credit guarantee. Footnote 1. Footnote 1. Full faith and sovereign small s gold credit guarantee, in parentheses clause, means, space, the Imperial Royal Flag equity constitutional decreed / sovereign small s republic state governs the complete and timely satisfaction of all obligations by a sovereign small s republic state small s, which leads into unfettered credit and trading power of a sovereign small s republic state small s, printing normal gold sovereign currency and normal gold sovereign toxic coins to pay all debts and pledged in complete trust. Smiley face. Sovereign gold credit guarantee and sovereign small s authority for the absolute royal sovereign emperor :space all caps H.E.M :space Samhu Amini Ray quote Adelo Yi end quote in his lawful status as the Moor sovereign crown all caps prince ipso facto ipso jure jus in reproprio interregnum jus -us hereditatis jus -imperi jus -us gladi jus -us honorum jus -us majestatis. Okay, ipso facto.
Oh, you got to go back to them again. It's Jew and Us dash.
Yes. Okay, Jew and Us. Go back up.
And Jew and Us dash. Her dear status. Jew and Us. You said.
Yes.
Go ahead. That's you good.
ipso facto, ipso jure, in proprio, inter regnum, jus and us dash hereditatis, jus and us dash imperii, jus and us dash gladi, jus and us dash honorum, jus and us dash majestatis. Ipso facto, by the fact itself. Emperor is the fact itself. He brings us facts. Ipso jure, by the law itself. Emperor is the law. It's what he says. And when you say us or Jew, it refers to law or legal right. So in this case, it's law and legal right in each of these. Jew, irrepropria, the right of enjoyment which is incident to full ownership or property, and is often used to denote the full ownership of property itself. Interregnum, a time during which the throne is vacant, the interval between reigns, the vacancy which occurs when there is no government. Jus hereditatis, the right of inheritance, refers to the legal and lawful right of an individual to receive property, assets, or other possessions. This right is typically governed by laws and regulations established within a particular jurisdiction. Jus imperii, by right of the sovereign, by an act of the kind that only a sovereign may undertake. Jus gladi, right of the sword, the executory power of the law, the right, power, or prerogative of punishing for crime. Jus honorum, the right of holding offices, acknowledging the importance of recognizing and rewarding individuals for their contributions to society. Correction. The right of holding offices underscores the legal and lawful customary rights that accompany positions of honor and authority. Jus majestatis, the right of majesty. It historically referred to the sovereign's right to rule and exercise authority within a territory. This right often includes various powers such as the ability to make laws, levy taxes, administer justice, and maintain order. Any question about that lawful status of the sovereign crown, all caps, prince?
Heavy status.
Okay, we'll
I think
go.
you explained them for the first time on the live call, so that kind of got them laid back, shaking a little bit because they ain't never heard no such thing, you know. Because they
Any
can't
questions?
go find they can't go find what you're saying because it's not in their books. Some of them are, you feel me?
Yeah, right.
So, and that's good. You explained the way you did, which is great. Good, great.
Continue pursuant to underscore the organic sovereign jurisdiction of the accompanying obligations, good faith performance, and treaties, small t, for the USA, small u, exclamation point. I, all caps H.E.M, colon, smiley face emperor, colon, space, Samhu, a minute dash ray, quote, Adelo ye, end quote, in harmony with underscore the Imperial Royal House of Tunica dash Thunderfire and underscore the Imperial Royal House of Samson L. Samhu Ray, pursuant to the de jure / space supreme small s Imperial and Imperial dash small t treaty / capital T treaty rights, Imperial and Imperial dash land rights, due dash full faith and sovereign small s gold dash credit, Imperial and Imperial territorial authority, Imperial and Imperial constitutional rights, control, venue, including underscore, dominion and Westphalian sovereignty for the Imperial Royal House for his Imperial Majesty, in parentheses, IROHEM, all caps, and the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of United States, small s, in parentheses, ECMYE-IRKR, all caps, droid dash droid, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. I, his dash imperial dash majesty, colon space, emperor, colon space, Shamhu, a mini dash ray, quote, Adelo ye, end quote, am the absolute monarch for ECMYE-IRKR, semicolon, imperial constitutional monarch for the continental Moorish Yamashite Empire, semicolon, and executive monarch, in parentheses, INRI, all caps, for his dash imperial dash majesty's royal post, Imperial Royal Kingdom, USA small u / USA all caps. Also am the absolute dash royal dash sovereign dash emperor for the IROHEM, which is active and in quote force underscore, exercising, performing, and evolving with plenary civil power upon the land, USA small u, pursuant to underscore the organic American states, small s, of the Union known as the United States of America, major, USA, small u, semicolon, droid, dash, droid, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Any questions? I have a question. His Imperial Dash Majesty's Royal Post, is that considered one of the royal houses? Is the Emperor on mute?
Yeah, I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you call me.
Yes, I was asking his, that's Imperial, that's Majesty's Royal Post. Is that considered considered a royal house?
Oh yeah,
Like
that's one of your crowns.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
Along with the
that's
other
the
two
executive
houses.
house.
Executive house.
That's the executive monarch house. It's right there in front of you, right there. Executive monarch, INR, I-9
Yes.
Israel. For
Yes.
his, that's him, Imperial, that's Manager Royal Post. Yeah.
Okay.
You
So can I?
good?
Yes. Any other questions?
Yeah, I got a question to piggyback off of that. What does the INRI have to do with His Imperial Majesty's Royal Post? His Imperial Dash, his dash Imperial Dash Majesty's Royal Post. Excuse me.
The INRI is a birthright that was given me. That appeared to me when the cross appeared, the Royal Cross appeared out in there. And so when that appeared in July 1st, ending around, like I said that way, 2012, after I got the crown right here, cross appeared. So during that time, under the offices that I was running, it came under that His Imperial Majesty Royal Post Office based on my sovereignty. So that's when it became INRI, Nagaru Israel, that I had to pick up along the way. You feel me?
Copy. So, and just to go back
So
to
that's under your executive monarch house. Okay, come on.
Nah, just to go back to what Nanya Bakab had just mentioned about.
I can't hear you.
Just to go back to what Nanya Bakab just mentioned about the royal houses. So we have 3 royal houses.
You got 3 crowns, yeah.
Okay, cool. That's clear.
Well, you got like Imperial. You talking about you got 3 crowns, all them royal houses, but you got 2 royal. You got Imperial Royal House. Okay, so under the Imperial Royal House, you see that comes on out. Then you got the Samson L over here. You feel me? So you got 2 royal houses, but you got 3 royal crowns.
Okay, all right, that's clear. Thank you.
You good now?
Yeah.
I've been doing it. I had a job on me, didn't?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Are there any other questions?
No, you don't have any in the chat, and you don't have any on YouTube. You are clear to continue.
The IROHEM formulates and implements the organizational and functional operations for the ECMYE-IRKR and exists for the development, formalization, and establishment of state sovereignty, cultural and diplomatic relations between _ the ECMYE-IRKR and relevant entities. Also, the execution for the restoration and performance of all constructive agreements, equity contracts, claims, and treaties. So what are claims? To claim, to demand as one's own, to assert the right or title. It is the lawful and legal capacity to require a positive or negative act of another person. It is the means by or through which a claimant obtains possession or enjoyment of privileges or things. It denotes ownership, rights, title. So it's all constructive agreements, equity contracts, claims, and treaties. The IROHEM is responsible for the safeguarding and management of the continuous operational prosperity of the ECMYE-IRKR. To achieve this goal, the IROHEM has been delegated the following powers by all caps HEH.E.M:\Emperor, Samhu, Amini-Ray, quote, Adelo Yi, end quote, colon. First, to ensure and oversee the security and safety of the ECMYE-IRKR, semicolon. Next, to oversee the Imperial CMYE Supreme small s Court, in parentheses ICMYE-SC small s, and Imperial Judiciary Administration, in parentheses all caps IJA. Next, to oversee and manage the NAMA, Imperial and Imperial Financial Enterprise, i.e., first diamond, Imperial CMYE Treasury, in parentheses ICMYET, all caps. Next diamond, NAMA International Central Bank, in parentheses NICB. Next, NAMA Global Bank, in parentheses NGB. Next diamond, next diamond. Imperial Bino Global Financial Institution, in parentheses IBGFI, all caps, semicolon. Next, to oversee the administration and ensure the responsibility and sustainable use of all Imperial and Imperial sovereign small s territories, semicolon. Next, to oversee the protection of all natural resources for the ECMYE-IRKR, semicolon. To oversee and maintain all of bold official records of the ECMYE-IRKR per the IMYRS.
Yeah, I got his own aunt. Semicolon next aunt.
Next,
to oversee. You
read
good?
that over. Oh,
yeah. Semicolon next aunt. Yeah.
Next aunt. 2, provide access to official records for the benefit of the ECMYE-IRKR, semicolon. Next, to preserve the history / our story and culture of the ECMYE-IRKR, semicolon. Next, to oversee the Imperial Guardians, in parentheses all caps IG, responsible for the protection of all caps H.E.M, semicolon. Next, to oversee the Imperial Judicial Marshals, in parentheses all caps IJM, for the protection of the ICMYE-SC small s and all caps IJA, semicolon. Next, to oversee the Imperial Regional Marshals, in parentheses, IRM, all caps, and the Imperial Community Marshals, in parentheses, all caps, ICM, who's responsible for the protection of the IROHEM, semicolon. Next to oversee and collaborate with the Imperial Indigenous Marshals, in parentheses, all caps, IIM, responsible for the protection, peace, and order within the ECMYE-IRKR, semicolon. Next to oversee and ensure the financial stability of the ECMYE-IRKR, semicolon. Next to oversee the donations and grants from private individuals and organizations, semicolon. Next to oversee the collection of Imperial and Imperial royalties and fiscal sovereignty. Any questions about those 15?
Yeah, got one. Why was it necessary to delegate powers to yourself, or rather more to your office?
Because that's following protocol, because you got constitutional powers. So it comes down to the delegation of the office. Through the office, delegate the powers down through, so you can operate and do your job. So I got absolute sovereign powers. Stand alone with them. I got royal powers. So you got to come down to your office. In your office, you delegate some of them powers down to your office. And this is what's been delegated now. You feel me? So I feel like I gave you enough to do your job, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So when you said NEDs, NDs, well, you just named off 15. And inside of 15, you have different offices that's in motion right now, are being set up, and rules and responsibility, everything been created for my office to move. So you got all folks saying, how can I get on the ship? I want to make the ship. But look at all the jobs you got that they can see where can they fit in at. Security, banking, judicial, national resource, you feel me? I gotta update this then. Come on down a little bit, because I just seen something. I gotta update this right here. Right here, to oversee the Imperial Regional Marshals, Imperial RM, and the Imperial Community Marshals, currently ICM, who are responsible for the protection of my office and the ICMYE-IRKR. Pretty soon go for the public. I remember in my brain typing it in, but I missed that. I missed that one. When you read it, I was like, damn, I need to type it in. It's supposed to be there. Okay. So that's, I'm gonna let you know. So I got to I snap it down there, but that's got to be there. Okay. That's what the job is. All right. So that's a little update. Okay.
Make sure I got it right. Is to oversee the Imperial Regional Marshals, that one? In parentheses,
Yeah.
IRM,
Regional Marshals, Community Marshals,
and Community Marshals.
Protection of the ICMYE-IRKR.
Oh, okay. ICMYE-IRKR.
Right. Imperial Guardians and Indigenous Marshals protect my house, my office, and part of them too. But they also, regional marshals also deal with the court too. You know what I'm saying? So we good now?
Yes.
They all
Yeah.
work hand in hand. Y'all know that, right?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Okay. All right. All right, cool. Any questions?
Any other questions?
Y'all see, you see I made a little mistake. I ain't scared. Come on.
No, you're straight.
All right, come on. Any questions out there? See how they gonna fit in and help work the ship, move the ship? Because they can see, even though the door is closed, they can see they ain't gonna be closed forever. It can't be. You got to be the job. You feel me? You just making sure that when they come in, it's a smooth as smooth as it get right now, and probably the next 2 times we open up, we'll get all the cranks out. Maybe the next one should be the next one, you feel me? So then we open up again, it just moves smooth, you feel me? We ain't got to worry about it. That makes sense? So this time here around getting all the cranks out. Y'all working on it now as we speak, right?
That's right.
All right, so them folk out there saying, can we get on the ship? I only come through the call because I want to get on the ship. All right, well, the door closed now because we're doing things behind the scenes. So, to better yourself, you could be studying the Constitution that's online, Declaration Decree that's online, Treasury, Mission, all this is online. So you can be studying by yourself or outside of us so that when the doors do open, you're ready to roll. I ain't got no problem with you. It's up to you. When you come and get under your flag, there's nobody stopping you from becoming whoever you want to be under your flag. You feel me? It's just, why wait till you get on the ship and then start learning? You should be learning now. I've been out here 2 years on this level. Then you know what's up. You feel me? To the point now we ain't got time to play games because we got a constant move ship. The world waiting on us. It ain't nothing. You don't know anything about when the world waiting on you. So, he just ain't got time to play no more, right? Take it a little long, right?
Right.
As the minister say,
That's
right? Come on.
Quick question, Protector. So under these powers and responsibilities, these are all offices, right?
Well, yeah, you got to create different divisions. Secretariats, we talked about, under us, we got secretariats. Where they have ministers, we have secretariats because of my position, my authority. So each one has to have, oversee. They got to be a secretariat. Oversee the donation, secretariat position. Oversee the collection, that's secretariat position. You feel me? I ain't got control of the screen up. So I'm going to move it up a little bit. So it said, in addition to the power delegated by my office, HEM, H dot, all cap H dot, E dot, M dot, colon, Emperor, colon, Sam Wood, mini dash Ray, quote, a day lo ye, end quote. The IIEHU also has the following responsibility, colon. You feel me? So you basically got 15, maybe 13 officers up top. But maybe 1 or 2 can do the same job. You feel me?
Right.
And then that's what we're setting up now. So then you got to involve these down here to go along with responsibility so you can move that ship. So then we'll go through these. $11 right here, I think 11. And so you see all that, them all contracts. I kept saying, bring me a contract. These are all contracts that I'm giving you to help move your ship. So you can roll. You feel me? And I gave you everything you need and more. You don't sit right now, but you'll get it. Come on.
Are you? No more questions.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, back. McCab, on you.
So in addition to the powers, those 15 that were stated above, delegated by all caps, H.E.M, colon space, Samhu, correction, Emperor, colon, space, Samhu, a mini dash Ray, quote, a Delo Yi, end quote. The IROHEM also has the following responsibilities, colon. First, to evolve and implement the strategies of the all caps H.E.M, semicolon. Next, to continuously review and adapt to meet the changing evolvement of the ECMYE-IRKR's social, economic, cultural, and diplomatic presence, semicolon. Next, to identify and implement innovative projects and initiatives to promote the prosperity of the ECMYE-IRKR, semicolon. Next, to protect and ensure Imperial and Imperial security for the ECMYE-IRKR from threats, both domestic and foreign, semicolon. Next, to maintain peace and order within the ECMYE-IRKR and ensure the safety of His-Imperial Majesty and all non-nationals, small n, semicolon. Next, to ensure the smooth and efficient operation of the ECMYE-IRKR, semicolon. Next to provide essential services to non-nationals, semicolon. Next to maintain infrastructure and public services for the evolutionary prosperity of the ECMYE-IRKR, semicolon. Next to promote economic growth and development within the ECMYE-IRKR, semicolon. Next to improve the quality of life for all non-nationals, semicolon. Next to ensure the long-term sustainability of the IROHEM and the ECMYE-IRKR. Any questions about those responsibilities? Those 11 responsibilities.
You are clear at this point in time. You clear?
Move down.
You sure you clear?
I don't have any questions.
You positive you clear now. This your mission. It never stops. It's a 24 process for the next 1,000,000+ years. So it's an evolving process. So you gotta look at this like General Brown them looking at it. And they're giving them everything they need to move this, help move, assist in moving the Imperial Road office.
One question. So this is considered part of your delegation of authority, correct?
Yep.
Cool.
So that made the secretary have to come in and do what? Implement involved strategy. Secretary has got to continue to review and adapt. You feel me? Identify, implement innovative projects.
Yes. Feel you.
You feel me?
That's a copy.
Security. Both domestic and foreign. From threats, you feel me? Maintain peace and order. Protocol, you feel me? It should say the ATM me, but you know who I got around me.
Right.
So to also get nomination, you feel me?
Right.
You know, I got some real boys. And they ain't playing. You get close to me. All right?
Right.
So, you know, so you're sure. So that makes you got the authority without fear of favor. Move your ship. Move your ship. Feel me?
Yes.
You the more economic growth. How you do that? Create jobs, create venues, create everything you need to create. And you the overseer. You feel me? See the difference between a state and difference between a state and a church and an organization now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Make sense to you?
Yes.
That's why the people out on the market didn't understand when I said I got a ship. They don't understand. Now they see. That's why they had to see it, because they don't understand it. Too big, you know, you got too much authority to do this. Well, you're using your authority to do what you got to do to move your ship. You feel me?
Right.
Can we continue,
Come on.
Emperor?
Oh, yeah, come on.
Okay, move it up. We continue.
It's on page 2. All right.
Yes. Yes. The IROHEM is organized as follows, Imperial Royal Executive, First responsible for the day-to-day operations of the IROHEM. Next provides leadership and direction to the IROHEM staff. Next provides leadership and direction to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, in parentheses, all caps, MFAIC, with establishing diplomatic relations domestic and foreign policies for the ECMYE-IRKR. Any questions on the Imperial Royal Executive responsibilities? Provides for the day-to-day operations, leadership and directions of the staff, leadership and direction for the MFAIC, and establish diplomatic relations, domestic and foreign policy for the ECMYE-IRKR. Any questions?
Yeah, real quick on the MFAIC bullet. That's like an advisory role you're speaking of, provides leadership and direction.
Under that executive out there, one of the high officials will be that, like, chief of staff or Michael of staff. You feel me?
Okay. Are you?
You good?
I'm good.
So that's the Imperial. You feel me? All right, so let's go to the next page. All right, so y'all want to pick this up tomorrow here? Because it's after 8.
Okay.
So we on page 3, and we can go into the secretary acts and everything and finish going through this whole mission. And just, you know, scan real quick through the month and make sure we get through this tomorrow, okay? What y'all think?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Y'all got enough for tonight, right?
Yes, Emperor.
And it's the full moon too. I need y'all to enjoy yourself. Lights the calendar, incense, full moon energy tonight, right now. It don't go out till 7:30 in the morning. You gotta get your son, right? Y'all know what happened to me. You know,
Yes.
3-day break, this 3-day energy for me. I got anointed. You know, enjoy yourself. We good, right? We answered everything we need to answer tonight, right, Blake?
We good.
Yes.
We good?
Yes.
Who- I
All
yield.
right. I'm
I'm
ready to do a sweat. See, I'm gonna do a sweat lodge. So, you know, I'm gonna get mine in. You feel me? So I'm gonna enjoy myself. Y'all enjoy your full moon, right?
Yeah, I got one more question from the chat.
What you got?
From YouTube. It says, Emperor, have you talked with anyone representing Washita this year?
When I attempted to conversate with them, they want to act more. They want to act crystallized. So, so I haven't even. I gave them a chance to catch up with me. I'm going to honor all my contracts. I gave the Empress a whole state, but her daddy and her brothers didn't want her to step into that position of controlling her on the call that I was dealing with them on, and wanted to challenge me. I'm not here for no fight. I know what I got, and I told them. And so they want to keep bringing up this guy in Fayetteville, which didn't mean nothing to me, and they want to know why I didn't see no interest in him. And I told him he don't have anything. The claim that they went out and talked to the Empress, and she gave them permission to exist. That's bullshit. And I told them to prove it. Okay, that's what the cars, Washita, all that crap in Fayetteville with that boy down there, whatever you want to call himself, he ain't worth mentioning to me. Okay, so when I talked to Joe and had a conversation with him, he said he thought he was the Washita Emperor. I told him ain't no such thing. So he didn't understand anything about Alpha Steel and all that. He's been guided by his son and the rest of them characters who came on the call to try to fight. And I'm like, bro, you ain't got nothing I want. I'm only here doing my job. The Crown Prince asked me to save the land. I saved the land. And I got a position of sovereignty for your daughter, since the Empress said that she was going to be the upcoming Empress. But if she want to stand on that corporation side, and continue being a corporation in whatever game they plan to play, it don't mean anything. So my contract still stands, but that state is not going to sit still and wait for them to come and finally wake the fuck up and come and sit in the seat. You feel me? I'm just being real with you. You know, I can go to any of them and get and fill that seat, but I reserve it for her because that's what I was asked to do. But when it's time for me to move that state, if they're not up ready to move that state, well, I'm gonna move that state. You get my point? So yeah, I had did my best, but that's about it. I'm not going no further. Okay, so they come, I'm with it. Not, I'm moving. That make sense to you?
It was from YouTube. That's clear for me.
Yes.
Good job.
Clear.
Well, y'all want to have a big old powwow meeting and everything? For all the big powwow, everybody to come together because they don't know about me. Oh, I done touch base a lot of them. And I have no problem in coming to a conference or a meeting of such. To give them full understanding so they can cut the madness out and move the ship. I ain't got no problem. You know, they just got to realize that we're not a religious organization, sovereign state. Okay, if you need that Jesus character or you need that Muhammad character, well, that's something you got to deal with. And reality check over here is know thyself. So that's the only way you can run a sovereign state, if that makes sense to you. You know, so they ain't got to do a read. It's like I tell everybody on the ship now. You know, you got to know a read and know and prove yourself. You got a whole new system coming in. And you the bringers of it. It's a whole new light. It's a light that ain't never been seen before. It ain't been stopped by no infractions. Pure light. So folk want to adjust it, make it come to their reality, who they is, whatever. You know, like I said, I said that 2 years ago. I'm in my 3rd year. And I told them 2 years ago that that's got 26,000 years on it because they try to steal they attempted to steal the royal seat. My seat. So now I'm back, coming to my seat that's been in existence for millions of years. So have I trained myself or commanded myself to come back to this age and raise up the way I did without knowing anything and did what I did to come down to the bottom of hell to raise myself back up to the sovereign emperor of the world? That must have been a task I had to do myself, that I gave myself. And damn if I didn't complete it. So whoever I am, by other being of me, I'm growing into that light where I came and broke every spell. So I'm saying now I'm coming into the full knowledge of who I really am. My light. But I had to come and do everything I did to get back to my light. Because it's my light. And I was warned early in my years that they would let nothing touch me if I stepped off the Mr. King. So I stepped off a couple times, but that's the thing we'll talk about another day. You know, driving off the truck off a mountain, blinking your eyes at the bottom of the hill. See, that's outside of people's realm of thinking. There's something like that can happen to a human, but it ain't something that they can think that might happen. It's something that already have happened. You feel me? You know, so I'm just moving into my position, and the whole universe is vibing with me. So, welcome to the party. So as we moving, we got to update. We're organic, but you got to understand who we is before we start updating. To get to a certain level, you got to know where you're coming from first. You know, that makes sense to you, right?
Yes, it does.
So are we good? We good for the night then?
That was clear.
Well, y'all got any more questions for me? You know me. I roll with you. You talk to me.
Nah, we good. Protecting you straight. Good job.
All right.
get some of that full moon energy now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Y'all been watching the sun, right? They celebrating or what?
Celebrating the sovereign.
Oh, I'm coming in, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody celebrating me. The Bureau, everybody coming in to see this. I'm doing my best to get y'all ready for it. It's outside of your brain. See, because 99% of y'all that been programmed that there's some guy named Jesus that look like a certain person, Caucasian, whatever, blue eyes hanging off a damn cross. That stuff is all make believe.
Right.
Then you got other people who saying Matthew look like this and this. All that stuff is make believe. See what I'm saying? So you don't program yourself to accept it as the real truth. Well, you're gonna have problems now because I'm here and I'm the real truth. So you're gonna have issues. So if you can't let that stuff go, well, you have some real issues because mine called fire. And I'm from the fire. I'm everlasting fire. I am fire. So I got the fire to create a whole digital hell to make sure I burn it out of you. So it ain't no game that we got going on here. It's about me moving my ship and have grown into my light. And they told you a story about this light that this J character is supposed to have. He's supposed to come and do this. He's supposed to come. That's all fairy tale. Mm-hmm. That's a story they wrote about my damn royal family. And now I'm coming to my seat. Yeah, they can step on who they want. Antichrist, false prophet, all that shit they tell y'all. They all kneel to me. So they had a presumption before I stepped on the scene because they ain't never seen my light before. And I've been told before that they're going to assume or think that I'm that guy supposed to be coming out the sky with all that because of what I'm coming with. So I'm already heard that. So I ain't got to go over no more. I'm moving my ship because I ain't that J. I'm who I am. Sam who a mini dash Ray. Quote, a de lo ye. You see? That's in the crest of the crown. So I'm here. So I'm writing my own story. You see? So we good now?
Definitely good.
Good.
And that's some serious bare moon energy, right? Full moon energy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And let's get this shit rolling. Now I see y'all tomorrow night, right? Well, I see the rest of you in the morning. Well, I see the rest of you tomorrow night, right?
Yeah.
Whatever you got your email, you got everything y'all need. So just email. If you want anything, email. That's why we got email. You got a government. Wherever you at. You ain't got a question. Can I fit in? Do I do it? Make sure you just know how to understand law. And stand on your own square. Do what you say you're gonna do and do what you say, right?
That's right.
All right, y'all. You know I'm about to hurt y'all real long. I don't fuck with y'all, right? All right. But I want to say, salam alaikum magic, y'all. May the dwell be with you all, divine beings. And y'all be in this for the night, right?
Yes.
So we would like to keep in mind that the H.E.M. coded space has decreed and granted non-national small n and those who are skilled non-executive directors, NEDs in parentheses, and non-directors, NDs in parentheses, privileges and immunities to operate without fear or favor the properly formed and operational Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic's full faith and sovereign gold-threaded venue, jurisdiction, commerce, and non-national small n culture, big C. So we would like for you to mark your calendars for tomorrow, 25th of February, to continue. And in closing, we would like to thank the Universal Traveler, Dweller-Emperor, the Absolute Royal-Sovereign, full colon, all cap, H.E.M. full colon space, Emperor, colon space, Samhu, a mini-ray, quote, a de lo ye, end quote, and the Imperial and Imperial royal family for their presence. Moreover,
I count for all them.
All right.
Cool. Yep. Appreciate you.
All right. Moreover, we express gratitude for all of our Imperial and Imperial dynamic readers, and gratitude to all the nominationals working behind the scenes and to our viewing audience for your attendance and participation. And with that, We say Salam Alaikum with magic, and may the dweller be with you, divine beings, and may you continue to be a universal traveler, colon space, dweller dash emperor, colon space, Samhu, a mini dash ray, quote, a Delo Yi, end quote, divine being. Thank you.
Yeesh.
Smiley
Salam
face.
alaikum magic.
Yes.
Alaikum
Smiley face. Islamic with magic.
Salam alaikum with magic.
Salam alaikum with magic.
Salam alaikum with magic.
Yeesh.
Salam alaikum with magic. Yeesh.
All right.
Salam
8,
alaikum with magic.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Enjoy your full moon.